it be even more bitter across most of the states that have already had 5 to 10 days of below freezing temperatures, but that cold is going to make its way all the way down into the deep south.
Panhandle temperatures in Alabama and Florida, for example, will hit the low 20s tonight. Even central Florida will bottom out at about 25. Coldest temperature it's seen in more than 15 years. Partial government shutdown should end Monday when the House follows up last night's Senate vote. CBS's Caitlin Huey Burns.
Just hours before the deadline, the Senate passed 5 bills to ensure most of the government is funded through September. And they agreed to fund the Department of Homeland Security for just 2 weeks, buying time to negotiate new rules for immigration and customs enforcement.
That was the result of a deal struck between Senate Democrats and the White House after 2 fatal shootings by federal agents this month in Minneapolis. Judges denied Minnesota's request for ICE to end its operations there. CBS's Ian Lee.
Friday's protest grew after a benefit concert with a surprise appearance by Bruce Springsteen singing his new protest song, Streets of Minneapolis.
Citizens stood for justice, their voices.
Proceeds are going to the families of Alex Preddy and Renee Good.
Palestinian officials say Israeli strikes have killed nearly 3 dozen people in Gaza. Reporter Linda Gradstein is in Jerusalem.
The Israeli army said its strikes targeted 4 commanders in Hamas and Islamic Jihad, as well as a weapons depot, an arms manufacturing site, and 2 rocket launching positions. The Hamas-run health ministry said that about a quarter of the dead were children and a third were women. Hamas and Israel accused each other of violating a U.S. brokered ceasefire.
It was one of the biggest TV hits of the 70s. Sanford and Son ran for 5 seasons on NBC, and DeMond Wilson was the son. His family says Wilson has died. He went on to other sitcoms, but Sanford and Son will always be his signature. He was 79. This is CBS News.
Follow and listen to the official 48 Hours After Show post-mortem on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-885-8877. 800-885-8877. Again, that's 800-885-8877.
Tomorrow night's Grammy Awards include one of the oldest nominees ever. One-time disco singer Candy Staton is one of 5 nominees for Best Roots Gospel Album. She's 85. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez has the story of a much younger nominee and her dad.
Hey, Aura, do you know what harmony is?
Kinda. Harold Simmons, who performs as Fuchs, and his 8-year-old daughter, Aura, are nominated for a Grammy for Best Children's Music Album.
Harmony is when you play 2 or more notes together and they sound really good. And in life, harmony is when we live together and work together peacefully.
Which goes something like this.
I'm gonna sing la, and I want you to sing la. Let's try that together. La.
Their album is one of 5 nominated in the category.
Look at how our colors blend.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And I'm Peter King, CBS News.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Tail good RX Road, and hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Hot foot it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon will end up mostly cloudy, high 16. Tonight, a flurry, otherwise cold, low 1. Tomorrow, clouds at 20, and increasing clouds Monday, 25. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Dager, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Time now for Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Rachel and John, KDKA, as they just said. I guess I didn't have to repeat that.
Nope, you did that last.
No.
Remember we were talking about your New Year's resolution, that both of us, that we were going to not rely on that.
And we were also
you could play
going
a drinking
to say, we'll be with you until...
Right.
Yeah, we're here with you
Our
until...
intros need work.
Yeah, right.
That's
so
the
it's
bottom
Rachel
line.
and John jagging around. And if you were expecting Michael Bartley, well, he's off today.
We have not seen him since his birthday.
That's right.
Even for his birthday.
Right. We didn't even see him. So if you're expecting Michael Bartley, he is not here. And we will not be here later this evening because we'll be out emceeing an event. But, you know, all the Michael Bartley fans hang out because we have a really fun show here for you. And we jag around just as good as Michael Bartley. We just don't get as controversial.
Not only that, we do not have it's not even 6 degree, 4 degree, 2 degree, a 1 degree separation from our new head coach.
Right.
I mean, that's literally, if you Google what is happening in Pittsburgh, it literally says snow and Steelers talk. That's literally everything. And it's encompassed, right? No one's even brought up the draft in a week.
Right. And it's kind of a nice break, to be honest with you, because that's all we've been doing is, this road's under construction or this road's closed.
In all seriousness, my algorithm has been full of Michael Bartley.
Yeah. Is that right?
I'm not kidding you. I love it because he started out, obviously he got to chat about how he was so excited that he was a friend of Mike McCarthy. And then whenever he did the press conference that was so tearful, you know, he reflected upon that. And then he got him to, it's literally been his and Joanne Harrop's connection to St. Rosalia.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's incredible just to, and I loved hearing, you know, when the new coach said, Mike McCarthy said, when we get the Super Bowl next, we're going to start the parade over, and he gave the address of where he grew up, which was super cool.
So cool. Do you remember, because you also were a product of the Catholic schools like me?
I am.
I was St. Cyril. You were
St. Francis de Sales, which doesn't exist anymore.
We still exist. Well, we exist, but under a different name.
Yeah.
Anyway, St. Rosalia was a tough basketball team.
Is that right?
You don't remember it?
No.
And it was scary because we were city also, but it was you're really in the heart of the city. And it was we're going to St. Rosalia.
Okay.
And we're wow.
I remember toughest one was St. Leo's over there in Brighton
That's right
Heights.
by me.
Yeah.
They were our arch nemesis.
Yeah. St. Leo's was a tough place to go. There was a place in Mount Lebanon? I can't remember. There's a place where it was well known for having a great grade school basketball team. Somewhere in the South Hills here, in the city of the South Hills, yeah. I don't know what it would have been in Dormont somewhere along the way. But it wasn't St. Dormont, I know that.
No.
So, listen, we have so much going on, and there's so much going on. Rachel talked about, the algorithms of Mike McCarthy Snow. And I tell you, is just not even on Facebook.
That hasn't been yours?
No? Not even on Facebook. All I see is a celebration of the Pittsburgh parking chair.
Okay, you are correct.
This is the most parking chairs I've seen used in years.
Right.
And there's actually arguments on social media over them.
Where on social media? Because we were talking about it depends on the platform, right?
It depends on the platform.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
because you're new to
Facebook.
Reddit. This is the new thing you
Reddit,
do.
oh yeah, God, Reddit was unbelievable. But people saying, hey, it's. I keep equating it to the terrible towel. If you kind of jerk around with the terrible towel, bad things come to you.
It's like
if
the
you joke around, yes.
Okay.
And if you joke around with somebody's parking chair, bad things come to you. I just saw on the Brighton Heights Facebook page where somebody dug out their car. Their son dug out the spot, and he didn't get a chance to use it. Another neighbor took the spot, so the mother of the kid buried the lady's car with snow.
Thank God you finished that with buried the lady's car with snow.
Yeah, right.
Because you just
right.
I mean, I'm from the north side. I understand.
I didn't want to be one of those emphatic reporters when they say billion with a B, like
you were like
buried with a B.
You were like, Mike, cue the music.
Right. So there's a lot of that. We are on Reddit. People said, I'm going to throw this thing away and just take the spot. And people said, well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And even
well,
the mayor
a lot of it is really just a general question of, do you actually move the chair? Do you take heed that the chair is there? That's the question.
And the chair is the rule.
Yeah.
The chair is.
I mean,
it's a courtesy.
Yeah. But you got to admit that when you see it, ugh, how did you get to it?
At this point, though, I think it's hard to say that because it wasn't like we dug out of 3 inches of snow. When everybody dug out of the plow ridges that were made and they dug out, my car, I had to dig it out because someone whatever they do with the snowblower on the sidewalk blew the snow right up against my car. So the snow was all piled up to the windows of my car. So I had to dig all that out.
What you're saying is correct in the sense that what people were witnessing, and we're not getting into who did a good job, who didn't, because there's still a ton of snow. But ultimately, there's nowhere to put it. I mean, that's the reality is that wherever you live, you cannot possibly rely on someone to come do all of it all the time. Like, we're how many days in now?
Yeah.
So if you want to get out, it's sort of now your responsibility, like, let's get out.
Yeah.
But it's frustrating because sometimes there's just mounds because there's nowhere to go. So much so, I set you up. I want you to repeat your very scientific question to Ray Petlin.
Oh my gosh, yes. So right,
because this is your jag brag. We need like a
right. Yeah, good. Oh, I appreciate that. Well, I noticed that yesterday the sunshine was out. Like today, the sunshine is out, and it's cold, but I still feel like the snow is going away slightly. So my question to Ray Petlin, meteorologist at KDKA-TV, was, do we expect that some of the snow will go away just because it evaporates into the dry air?
Sure.
And he kind of said, yeah, and he equated it to, I can't remember the name, but he equated it to when an ice cube shrinks, in the tray. Yeah. Right. And but he basically also said, but that's really the slow way. This snow is not going away until it warms up, and it's going to be a while until it warms up because the ground is so cold because of how much snow is here.
And I think it's just facing the reality. It's just going to take some time.
And listen, you can't have an excuse to call off work for the next 6 days because you do have to get out and dig out.
Well, I do want to talk about this at some point, though. This might be the first time that I don't care who calls in and when, I'll take the call because I'm so frustrated with the post office.
Yes, you are.
I am.
Yes.
I am a rule follower. I completely understand. And I am so middle of anything that I go, I see that point. Thank you. It is so frustrating. My husband went, and we'll carry this conversation on, but my husband went to get our mail because they're telling you, like, go get your mail if you've not had mail since Saturday, as I have not. And there's a very, very important thing that we're waiting for. And not anyone's problem but mine, understood. But typically, I would get my mail. Even if it was a few days, I would get my mail. Wait. I go to my post office. They said, this one is actually not who carries yours. You would have to go to the McKnight Road office. So I went. My husband went there. And the kid said, the last time snow was this bad was when I was in high school in 2010. My husband said, And he said, and apparently then they realized that they should not have the postal workers out in this inclement weather. I agree. Trust me, I am not saying that they should be out. It is a tough job. But it's now X days past. At what point, it's just like I said about COVID, at what point do we start getting back into reality? Bundle up, deliver the mail. Or have it ready for us, because you don't have an explanation on why you don't have my mail.
Well, and I saw on the news last night, they were teaching you how to dig out your mailbox. And if you don't dig it out in like an oval.
Well, I saw that,
versus a square, their code is they won't deliver.
Absolute. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. I vented enough. We had a great
made it
show,
in
as
here.
you said. We made
and
it
we were
in.
45 minutes early, right, Mike? We'll talk about that later.
We have, speaking of shows, we have a great show about a show that's happening now and still. So that was not a very good teaser, but you want to listen. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
When you need to talk, we're here for you. Always have been. News Radio KDKA.
Make 380 Auction of Murraysville your next stop for name brand furniture. Stop in and compare their quality and pricing. 380 Auction has name brand furniture for less. Before you buy, shop 380 and save on your next furniture purchase. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Sunday noon to 5 p.m., or call 724-339-3132. That's 724-339-3132, or log on to shop380.com and save.
At UPMC Hillman Cancer Center, we believe cancer care shouldn't just be good enough. It should be life-changing. As the region's only National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer center, we provide groundbreaking treatments and innovative clinical trials with renowned cancer specialists and a compassionate support system for patients and their families. Discover more at upmchillman.com/lifechanging.
Larry Richard for CertaPro Painters. I've been a customer for over a decade. Why? Because the professional work CertaPro Painters does protects your home, quality paint, worry-free process, free estimates. That's why I've relied on CertaPro Painters. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
It's about time pros had one partner for the whole job. Why juggle 10 different suppliers when one can do it all? At the Home Depot, you'll save with pricing built for pros. You'll stay on track with job site deliveries, scheduled, next day, or same day. And you'll get every size, every finish, every job lot quantity you need. One partner for the entire job. That's how pros get more done. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZzzQuil Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZzzQuil Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Think back to the last time you were in nature. What comes to mind? Hiking through a lush forest, floating on a lazy river, or perhaps watching a vibrant sunset on a beach full of glistening plastic bottles and food wrappers. Unfortunately, this isn't a joke. Here in the U.S., we generate the most plastic waste in the world, with 70% of it ending up in landfills. And by the time you're done listening to this ad, more than a dump truck's worth of plastic will have made it into the ocean. Plastic has become a useful part of our everyday lives, but it's polluting the air, water, and soil that all life needs to survive. This is a human problem that can be solved with human action. But it's going to take all of us, from individuals to businesses to governments and everyone in between. Help create a cleaner future for both people and nature. Visit wwf.earth/plastics.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It is Rachel and John jagging around and KDK. And I don't know if you know this or not, but There's been a lot in the news this year about Freedom House Ambulance, which was the very first attempt at using EMTs, paramedics.
This is your
and
jam.
It was right here in Pittsburgh.
Right here.
And it was here in the Hill District. It was replacing the old paddy wagon police officers that would show up and throw somebody in the back of the paddy wagon, which is a weird name still, paddy wagon.
Sure.
And then they trained the city folks to be EMTs. And then that was the start of what is currently the City of Pittsburgh EMS, so much so that the one of the assistant chiefs just retired. He was all part of that. He was one of the original members of Freedom House. You and I were there. And now there's a play. There's a play that celebrates Freedom House. How about that?
Well, it is perfectly titled Freedom House, Giving Life a Second Chance. And it's at the New Hazlitt. We were just there.
Yeah.
I love that. So we have L.E. McCullough on the line.
There he is.
Hello.
There we go.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, and we can hear
Welcome
you
to KDKA. We're so excited to chat with you.
Thank you.
And you know, the coolest part is it's so Pittsburgh, right? Where we were just at the New Hazlitt Theater and we were there for the Bridget event for, I almost said St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
But the celebration of St. Bridget for the Pittsburgh Irish Festival. And somebody knew that we were posting about that and said, if you like the New Hazlitt Theater, you have to know about this other show. And John said, how crazy. I saw, a poster
saw the
there?
logo. I saw the Star of Life in a promo. I'm like, wait, why are they? And I never took the time to check it out. So, of course, there's a play there about Freedom House Ambulance. So, welcome to KDK. Tell us, so
you're part of Prime Stage, is that right?
Yes, I'm on the board of directors, and I've been writing history-based plays really since the early 90s. And every time I come across a subject like Freedom House, where there are sort of innovation and new ideas and people kind of coming out of nowhere to make these incredible impacts, often against resistance, where people say, oh,
good point.
We've always done it some other way. We don't want to do this new thing. But the new thing persists. And that's what Freedom House story is. And like I say, everybody's in the EMS field today.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
And what intrigued you? So obviously, great explanation that these are the kind of stories that resonate and you want to bring them to life. But what in particular about this, it was really something that you said, we got to get this to the stage. And what has it been like? Because I was reading sold out shows.
Yes. Well, 2 years ago, I was on the magical internet, and I just happened to graze across WQED, and they just premiered their documentary by Annette Banks, who's their sort of resident documentary filmmaker, and it was called Freedom House: The First Responders. Okay. And I watched a little bit, and I said, "This is a very interesting story." Found out there were a couple other documentaries, bunch of books, and then you try and discover how many competing plays are there. I found out there were none. And telling anything on the stage is different. It just puts you in the moment. It just seizes your mind in a different way than documentaries or, even really good books. So I said to the folks at Prime Stage, let's do this. And they said, let's do it. And we did it. We had a stage reading last May. It was just a one-act play, no scenery or anything, but just basically the Freedom House story from start to finish. And then we decided to make it a two-act, and we have a full set. And the actors they just started December 7th.
Wow!
And then because of two strange schedule, so this went up in 6 weeks. And director Scott Calhoun is amazing because I'm a pretty good writer. I can envision where things are and who does what and how long a scene should be, et cetera. But you need a director to make it all flow and get people in and out so it seems like it's seamless. And those people walking over there, they belong there. And then all of a sudden they're in, so it's been pretty good. New Hazlitt staff has been terrific. First of all, clearing snow from away the building.
Sure. Yep.
And this is what Stage does. It's in our 29th season, and pretty much everything we do has something to do with a story about people overcoming or just trying to connect.
And I want to remind everybody that they can see you on YouTube as we're speaking right now, thanks to Metropolitan Window Company. And you can go back and take a look at it even later if you like. And we are speaking to you from the new Hazlitt Theater because there's a production tonight. So you've taken time out of getting warmed up for the show. And so tell us what it's been like. If you didn't know the story, maybe you watched the movies, you said on WQED, and to see the characters come to fruition and you to realize what the story is. What was that like for you?
Well, first of all, there's a show starting in about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And duck in the side office because there's like 250 people out there.
Love it.
And then a show tomorrow, 2:30 on Sunday. Tickets still available. So what it's like is you got to figure out, you got to take all this history and you've got to somehow condense it to not be like a TED Talk or something or a lecture.
Yeah.
You've got to make the dramatic points. You've got to get enough of the reality in there. So, for instance, when there's an ambulance call, dispatch, we use real street names, obviously. We use real people. There was so much written about at the time in the press, the Courier, the Post-Gazette. There was just a lot of information. People talking about Freedom House, so I was able to find all those files and clippings, and then you just trust the process of the director and the actors getting it together and just really connecting with the audience.
I think that's the biggest piece, right? Because as a writer, as a creative mind, you started to say this, you have a vision, a way of seeing it, what you portray it to be, but then a lot more people have to come into play in order for it to be a play, right? So talk a little bit about what's the process. So you sort of explained that you started this back in May. You said it was a one-act play, right? So who else is involved? Obviously, you explained that there needs to be a director. How many folks are in it? Give us a little more info on that.
Well, with any commission piece, you got to, I basically say, how many actors can I get? Mm-hmm. How much is in the. So this time there's 7. Last piece I did for Prime Stage was called Perseverance a couple years ago. There was 5. So we're moving up. But each of these 7 characters, there's a total of like 25 characters.
Okay.
Roles. Mm-hmm. Dr. Peter Safran has to be Peter Safran, and then the next scene he might be an accident victim, or a guy in the crowd yelling or something. So these actors are incredibly versatile. So you do that. Then we had a great set designer, actually from Cleveland, Ohio, although he's worked a lot in Pittsburgh. His name is Richard Morris, and the set is the Crawford Grill.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Because we wanted to connect the history and the music, the history and the culture of the Hill District. And so rather than put it in like the basement of Presbyterian Hospital where the office really was, we created this sort of world where everybody can interact and then the action flows out from there. So yeah, you're going to see the Crawford Grill there. And then, you've got your light cues. I coordinated most of the music, but it has to be period correct.
Sure.
Late 60s, 70s, and composed a few tunes because there's a few moments where we just needed a moment for somebody to sing, although it's not a musical technically. And we got incredibly lucky. We had cast in the role of woman number 2, Katie Cotton, who's a member of the BGV's vocal group.
Okay.
And they are all in Pittsburgh. She actually in December went on a 2-week gospel tour of Italy. She's an international performer. Wow. Lives right here in the north side.
Well, let's hold that.
Yeah,
let's hold
we
that.
need to know
if you
her.
don't mind. Yeah, we need to know her because we do have to take a break for the news. Are you willing to stay with us? And I know the plate's getting ready to start, but you're going to play our game and all that kind of stuff, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is so interesting. I love just Pittsburgh, right? Only in Pittsburgh. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. Recently, the owner of a large mattress retailer was proudly sharing how over 65% of their queen mattress prices are $15.99 or higher. At the Original Mattress Factory, our focus is a little bit different. We build superior quality mattresses right here in town and do our best to save you as much money as possible. That's why at OMF, nearly 80% of our queen mattresses are lower than those prices others brag about. Stop in or check out originalmattress.com to learn more.
Customers often ask, what's the right mattress for me? At the Original Mattress Factory, our answer is always the same. It's all about personal preference. You should select the one that feels right to you because there isn't a one-mattress-fits-all solution. That's why we offer a selection of quality and comfort choices for every preference. And our sales team will help you find the right product for your specific needs. At the Original Mattress Factory, we have the right mattress for just about everyone. Stop by to find yours today.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEB-NOW1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
The certified elder law attorneys at Julian Gray Associates understand the rules of long-term care and disability. They help families avoid mistakes and protect assets to maintain the best lifestyle options. You don't have to do this alone. Visit grayelderlaw.com.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
CBS News Brief. A lot of places that aren't used to it are getting a lot of snow this weekend. Meteorologist Craig Allen.
In northern Georgia and the Carolinas, snowfall amounts will generally range from 3 to as much as 7 inches, with the possibility of 8 to 10 inches of snow and maybe even a foot.
A partial government shutdown is happening this weekend. A Senate vote kept it from being worse. CBS's Caitlin Huey Burns.
Just hours before the deadline, the Senate passed 5 bills to ensure most of the government is funded through September. And they agreed to fund the Department of Homeland Security for just 2 weeks.
Palestinian officials say Israeli strikes have killed at least 30 people in Gaza today. The BBC's Dan Johnson in Jerusalem.
An Israeli helicopter gunship having hit a tent in which a family was sheltering. 7 members of that family are reported dead, including children.
CBS News Brief. I'm Peter King.
The weather may be frigid, but the savings are hot at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, pork baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound, and USDA Choice Petite Sirloin Sizzler Steaks are $6.99 a pound. In the produce department, red ripe strawberries, 1 pound package, 2 for $6, and fresh blueberries, 1 pint package, 2 for $6. In the bakery department, San Fran style sourdough bread is $5.50 a loaf. And in our deli department, penne pasta with bolognese sauce, 1 pound package, $5.99 each, and yellow or white Land O'Lakes American cheese is $5.49 a pound. Additional savings this week. Selected varieties of Coke, Sprite, or Dr. Pepper, 6-pack half-liter bottles, 4 for $15, and selected varieties of Essential Everyday Potato Chips, 9-ounce bags, 2 for $4.
So stay warm and get in on all the hot savings at Coons Market. Coons Market, a special place in your neighborhood. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Y108 presents Odyssey, The Night Before, powered by Bowser Chevrolet, starring Jason Aldean.
Hey, what's up, Pittsburgh? I'm Jason Aldean.
Wednesday, April 22nd, inside the Event Center at Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh. You can't buy a ticket to this show. You can only win your way in. Details at y108.com. Brought to you by Broken Bow Records. Must be 21 plus.
Too many tools, too much stress, and way too many bills.
Odoo replaces it all. One connected platform for every part of your business, so you can work faster, smarter, and for less. Odoo, the only software you'll ever need. Try it free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Straight Talk presents the math of more. Here's how it works. When you say yes to more with Straight Talk, you're left with more for all the other good stuff. So getting an unlimited plan starting at just $25 a month equals more savings for your family's weekend adventures. And with a network covered by Verizon, you can share more from wherever you go. It's simple math, really. More equals more with Straight Talk. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. The $25 plan requires a compatible unlocked device and a new line of service. Additional terms apply. The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon stays very cold as we turn out cloudy, high 16. Could be a flurry this evening, then cold tonight, low 1. Clouds tomorrow at 20. Sun gives way to clouds Monday at 25. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Degger, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All right, I'll catch you on Monday. Hope you're having a great weekend. Colin Dunlap, hopefully you survive through this weekend. It's going to be bitter cold right now. Talk to you on Monday, 2 to 6, right here, KDK.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is John and Rachel. We were not going to repeat that, but we're excited to be here 2 to 5. It is not Michael Bartley, so that's why we were reiterating. This is usually his slot, but we have such great guests that you will not be disappointed that it is our voices instead of Michael Bartley. One of those voices is L.E. McCullough from Prime Stage Theater, and Prime Stage has been around for quite some time. I love the different stories that come to life through Prime Stage. If you don't know what Prime Stage is, we're going to talk to L.E. McCullough to find out a little bit more. But you cannot be a stranger to the new Hazlitt Theater. It is an amazing facility. We were just there 2 weeks ago, an amazing opportunity to see just live performance. Mm-hmm. Don't you love that black box look?
Yeah, it's a great, just organic look. And
up close and personal.
Yeah, our guest, L.E. McCullough, do you like it there? Have you done other things? I mean, given this is your line of business, I'd have to think, do you love going there? I mean, I'm sure you love going anywhere, but that theater just looks like it plays so well to everybody's hearts and heartstrings.
It really does. And they do a lot of new work here as well. I remember I was living here in the 70s, and when Barbara Damashek was directing shows here, and she hired me to do a couple of soundtracks for the plays. One was Sean O'Casey's Juno and the Paycock.
Okay.
So I put some Irish. And that was my first time here. It was when the Public Theater was here.
Okay.
And this is my first big major kind of theater thing. Even before I started writing plays, I was doing some music with them. And I'm just so glad that this building got saved, that it didn't get, anything done to it in the new century Pittsburgh, because it really is a center for so much good stuff.
Yeah, and the play going on right now.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Freedom House Ambulance, which is it's literally the prototype for every EMS agency, EMT and paramedic agency in the, I guess to say the world, essentially, because it was an experiment. So much so, I don't know if you know this, but the experiment was recreated in Minnesota just a few years ago.
Get out.
Very similar, yeah.
Wow.
So, but I think...
we were talking about this great voice from woman number 2.
Yes.
Correct? Who was in the play. So I need to know more about this mystery person.
Well, Katie Cotton and Delana Flowers and Carmen Miller are part of the BGVs. And you've seen them around town. They do backup things, but vocals for a lot of groups. And Delana was just in the Dinah Washington show.
Okay.
So, yeah. Katie auditioned for the part. She got cast. And the director says, okay, we got Katie, we need more songs. So I had pull some up together pretty quick, and we did. And it just kind of is a nice flow, because there's a lot of times, even though it's not a musical, music really helps connecting the emotions between scenes.
Sure.
Especially if there's, at one point, I won't do too many spoilers, but an 8-year-old child loses his mom to a stroke, and the police won't take her to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, he grows up to become a Freedom House medic. So this is a fun experience for him. So what do you do after that? You just go into the next scene like, hey, here we are.
Right.
Right. So we have a song, a gospel kind of song called Singing My Way to Home that Katie and then the actor Darren Mosley perform on. And it's just a way to kind of bridge. So I was really glad we had performers that could really do that.
I was so surprised. So I have an EMS background, and I thought, wait, you mentioned Peter Saffer, who created CPR basically right here in Pittsburgh.
Sure.
And then Nancy Caroline is a character, and she wrote the paramedic book that I read and that I learned from. So it was really cool. So Ellie McCullough, we appreciate the fact that you're here, and the fact that you're on. There's a play on right now. Then there's one tonight. And then there's still one tomorrow. Will this then, once your run is done at the new Hazlitt Theater, will you look at moving that around and changing it around, or no?
Definitely. Oh yeah, it's available, and it's we have middle school matinees and high school matinees, and some students came in this week, and again, it's a kind of a point in their lives where they need to hear about things like this, and maybe be influenced careers like you guys were, to take this on as adults and keep the tradition going. So yeah, we definitely want to, and again. We do have the Crawford Grill set and all this,
love that,
lights, but it's very simple because the message that plays pretty basic. You can do it in your living room.
That's
Be happy
right.
to talk to anyone.
Don't tell us that, because we're going to be calling you and saying, "Hey, we found a living room
Alloy
for you."
26, Nova Place on the north side.
I mean, this would bring me. It's so true.
Right there in the auditorium.
Right. I mean, I'm not kidding. We can seriously talk if you want to take this somewhere else, because this is John's passion. And like you said, I think the fact that it is such an intriguing story, but the fact that it is such an intriguing Pittsburgh story makes it even more relatable for people to want to come out.
Another way that Pittsburgh influenced the world. All right.
We claim it all.
We would love for people to know more about you, Ellie McCullough. We'd love to know more about the play, but we cannot let you do that.
And we want people to go tomorrow.
Right.
But
we
we're not
cannot
doing it.
let you tell them how to do that unless you answer our 3 Yinzer questions. Are you ready to do that? Are you up for the challenge?
Absolutely. Yeah. Tickets, primestage.com.
There you go.
That'll take you right to this.
All right.
All right.
That's all you.
Time for our Yinzer questions. Here we go.
All right, here's the first one. You have to accept this challenge. So,
I love
you've
his
been a
face.
Pittsburgher
If you're
for a
listening
while.
on the radio, go to the YouTube because his face is perfect as contemplated. There you go.
So, do you have any kind of neighborhood a neighborhood that's intriguing to you, perhaps the neighborhood in which you resided, a neighborhood that you just love, perhaps the north side, any neighborhood that would make us say, nah.
Yeah. We're living in Mount Washington right now, just renting a nice little apartment there. And we live just about a block away, first of all, from the Bigby Park, dog park. And then on the other side, the other direction, is Grandview Park with the Grandview Park band shell, which is one of the city's, I think, I don't want to say best kept secrets. People go there, but they have an incredible concert series in the summer that is just regular neighborhood people, local
I did
bands.
not know that. That's
I
did not
never
know
heard that.
Yeah, wow.
Well, now I know what I'm doing in the summer.
Well, we had Billy Price. Billy Price came there for the 4th of July. It's connected with Bottle Rockets. They have a big thing, but just on a regular basis, people do things. They had yoga there Sunday and in good weather, obviously, and a lot of things. And it's kind of a neighborhood park that is, again, just part of the bigger system. Incredible view of the city.
So
just
Pittsburgh, right? Yeah, so Pittsburgh. It's part of the landscape. Is there something in Pittsburgh that you have sort of procrastinated? We call it the procrastination destination, where you say, I've been here, I'm going to get there. It'll just take me a minute. Any place in particular you've not been?
Yes. Max Ovanka murals up in Millvale. In St. Nicholas Church.
Oh,
those
gotcha.
Are the incredible European artists came here in the 30s. Max Ovanka, he did these just incredible murals inside the church about labor, dignity, labor history of the time, and somehow they got preserved. And there's a nonprofit group that administrates that. They give tours. Yeah, St. Nicholas is right when you take the exit. It's just walk the other way from Grant Street, and I have not been there. I publicize them frequently in various media, but I got to get there.
You got to get there. You will. You will. John, do you want to ask the final?
Yes, the final question is somewhat the toughest, because what is something we might take away your Yinzer card for? It's holy ground here in Pittsburgh, but you say, I just can't buy into it. What would that be for you?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm not a native, as you can probably tell from my dialect. I'm originally from Speedway, Indiana.
Okay.
Which is home of the Indianapolis 500, greatest spectacle in automobile racing. Learned that an infant that is brought in, it's the kind of place where 500, cars park on your parents' lawn just because that's the way it is. And it's a whole culture. What we didn't have as a youth growing up there in Indiana was hockey.
Oh.
Basketball, we had racing, we'd do little drag races in basements, ride your bike into a wall. It was crazy. Baseball, football, but I have never been to a Penguins game, and probably won't, because I don't know, hockey doesn't thrill me, but I was deprived.
You really were.
Listen,
you really were.
It's the
deprived.
next play, the Mario Lemieux, Sidney Crosby story.
We're just going to take
your
you.
next play.
Or that's where we'll have the next play.
Yes.
You don't need a living room. We'll take you to PPG Paints Arena. It was a true joy to talk to you. One more time, where can they get tickets for tomorrow?
primestage.com on the internet, or the new Hazlitt as well. They have a website. And 7:30 tonight and 2:30 tomorrow, Sunday.
Thank you so much for taking the time. We hope we get to chat with you again about all the other amazing things that you're doing. It is John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9701. That's 800-507-9701. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for 26 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
Every family vacation looks different. Maybe this year it's ocean waves in Myrtle Beach. Maybe it's lake mornings in Deep Creek. Maybe it's palm trees and turquoise water in St. Thomas. Wherever your next memory takes you, SWAC Vacation Rentals has the space, comfort, and experiences that bring everybody together. And when you book direct, you get the best homes at the best price without the extra fees. Start planning your next trip at SWAC, SWACK vacations.com. That's SWACvacations.com.
Guys, if you want the greatest night of your life, I mean your best night ever, then you gotta hear this. There's a new ED pill out, and it's from the makers of Viagra. It's their first new ED pill in over 20 years. This new super pill is called Viagra AGV, and it's unbelievable. It works super fast in only 11 minutes and lasts up to 14 hours thanks to its new vasodynamic delivery system. Plus, it's FDA approved and safe. There has never been any ED pill like it. It's unreal what it does to you. In testing, Viagra AGV crushed every other ED pill. It destroyed them all. And now, 9 out of 10 urologists are recommending Viagra AGV over any other ED pill. Every man alive needs to try this new Viagra AGV super pill at least once. Then you'll know why men are going crazy over it. So if you want to have the most incredible night of your life, you can't miss this. Go to scoreblue.com and try it while supplies last. That's scoreblue.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Get connected. That's the Inside Connection this Saturday morning at 9 with your local Medicare experts from MediConnect. If you're turning 65, hear all the inside information available to seniors on the Inside Connection, presented by MediConnect. Medicare made simple.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. That means more time to be artists, prom dates, world travelers, and moms. We are Blood Cancer United, the world's leading organization focused solely on blood cancer research, support, and advocacy. We do the most for more people with blood cancer, so people with blood cancer can do more of whatever they want. Blood Cancer United. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Back to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
If you missed the last segment, we got to chat with L.E. McCullough, who is over at the New Hazlitt Theater with Prime Stage. I didn't realize that's who was, facilitating.
Until this story, I didn't know anything about Prime Stage, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's all new terminology to me.
Okay, yeah, I knew it. They've been around, I think it's almost 30 years.
Okay.
But just a great group. And like L.E. McCullough said, they like to find unique stories that typically are one or two acts. And, but this is going well because if you weren't listening, it's about Freedom House. And who doesn't want to hear more about that? Because it originated here in our city. 7 people.
I may have to go tomorrow afternoon. Yeah.
I was thinking that.
7 people play 25 characters. Yeah. And again, Pittsburgh really is the home of current day EMS. Peter Saffer created CPR. Nancy Caroline wrote the book that most of younger or older paramedics learned from. So it's pretty crazy.
So basically, if it didn't interest you, Pittsburgh loves Pittsburgh. So when you know there's that Pittsburgh connection, you're in. So it just sucked you in.
So we're talking about really good things, but will there ever be a play about the U.S. Post Office in the Rachel Rennebeck
I'm not ready
life?
for that yet. I just have to give a quick shout out.
Okay.
I want Mad Mike to come on and talk because I'm sure when I'm angry, he's angry.
Yeah.
But I wanted to stay on this subject real quick. Oh no, you're fine. Of plays because my daughter made her debut and I wrote it in my note that I wanted to say this. So, if you know me, you know that I have 2 boys and we've done everything hockey for 116 years. So it is this cool thing to live through her vicariously somewhat because I love theater. Like you, I love live performance.
Theater.
Yeah, the theater. But here's what I loved. The story goes, North Hills won 7 I'm going to draw a blank. The big awards.
Yeah.
Last year. Gene Kelly's, thank you. So it was like, how do you even top that? So much talent, not just at North Hills. This age, these high schoolers, John, what's in the water? I literally don't even know what to tell you. But nonetheless, so it's like, what do you do this year? Well, they're doing Mamma Mia. My daughter likes to participate also in the other play that takes place through CYO, which is the Carmel Youth, which is like a St. Sebastian, St. Teresa, that kind of thing. So they're doing Jesus Christ Superstar. And she said, I've never done Jesus Christ Superstar. I want to do it. So she chose to do that play instead of Mamma Mia, which I was like, okay. I mean, both are great, but it's Mamma Mia, right?
Yeah.
Instead, she student directed the middle school play, which was Music Man. When I tell you that the 2 main characters will be on Broadway someday, I promise you, I am not exaggerating.
Get out. Wow.
It's like nothing I've ever
seen.
seen.
It's what age?
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
13, 12, 11, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Wow.
And I have to tell you, I've never seen The Music Man. Did you?
I've seen, no, it's like The Godfather for me. I've seen such bits and pieces of it. The movie itself, because it was so popular. Yeah. And when I was learning how to play the organ, they always had to make me play 76 trombones because that was
John,
my grandfather's.
I didn't even know that's where it came from.
My grandfather's favorite song. My grandmother would say, "Johnny, play 76 trombones."
When they were playing it on, my husband and I went Thursday night, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, that's how unfamiliar with the play I am. But it was phenomenal. Wow. And so Addie, student directed it. And when I saw her each night, we went Thursday, and then last night, obviously, she came home and she said it was even better. So it's one of those things where each night, is getting better and better. So just kudos to all these great programs, these drama programs throughout Western Pennsylvania. It's just amazing. I really want to get out to see so many others because there's just so much talent, not just in North Hills.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because, again, you're following it, around because that's the next step of maybe Addie's life.
Well, yeah,
And
right.
being, here we interview Ellie McCullough from Prime Stage, and
right.
it's right
so
there.
many other
It's
things
right,
you
yeah,
can
there's
do.
so many
Yeah.
connections. Yeah.
I need to channel my acting into not losing my bleep over the U.S. Post Office. So, John, here's...
Listen, go ahead. You do it. Yeah.
Well, it's I understand. I cannot reiterate more how much I understand that this storm had an impact. I just got done saying, like, we've got to quit blaming everybody for not moving the snow. Like, it's just not going anywhere. And while we understand and empathize and, I get it, you're frustrated, 100% understood. And if there's, things that are happening that people aren't doing their jobs, I get it, you're frustrated. But there's really not much we can do with mounds of snow. However, we cannot have the world shut down. We just can't.
Yeah.
We've got to move on. And so the post office, I've not had my mail in 1 week today.
That's crazy.
You have?
Yeah. I have had intermittent mail. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the one piece of important mail that I needed, I got the other day, but it's about 3 weeks late. Yeah, the invitation.
Yeah, but would that have been the storm, or do you think?
Well, I think, and I went and checked on some other things for you, and the guy said, the storm, the holiday, then the storm is what he said. There's a lot of stuff backed up. And, when we go down to the California Avenue Post Office, sometimes you drop it off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and somebody gets it in Bethel Park or South Park, the next day. And this has been weeks.
And that's why I'm saying, like, please don't think that I'm like, what in the heck? Like, I get it.
Yeah.
And delays, completely understood. Nor, let me be clear, do I want anybody risking their lives at all. I mean, if it is below zero, and understood, start, wait until it's a certain time of day. If the sun's out, if you can layer up, if you do, I don't know, isn't there some solution in if you typically work like 7 to 3, start at 9 when it's a little, kind of the way the schools do it. Do the 2-hour delay. I cannot believe that we're still waiting on our mail.
Yeah.
Mike, are you there? Are you mail waiting? Do you even know what mail is? Are you so digital at this point because you're a youngster? What's your thought?
I do have my mail, so especially with tax season, 31st is the deadline. So I got all my forms, everything ready to go. I'm gonna wait till next week in case there's any delays, something I didn't get. And then I'm going to file my taxes. But I haven't had any delays with the mail. So.
Is that right?
And you're in West Mifflin?
Yes.
That's crazy. Come on, North Hills. Are we just weak? I'm mad.
But I'm trying to say about West Mifflin.
No. Like I said, I mean, I am 100% understanding of the inclement weather, but I just cannot believe this. Cannot believe it, especially because I'm a resourceful person.
Yeah.
So I went there to say, no worries. I'm going to take action because I need this mail.
Yeah.
And they're like, they don't have an answer. That's the frustrating part. Don't say, come pick up your mail, and then we come pick up your mail, and it's not there.
Well, they have technology where you could see the mail sitting somewhere.
Right.
But they don't have the technology to have someone manually deliver it. Yeah.
Now I'm all riled up. What do we want to talk about next? Religion or politics?
No, we're going groundhog, right? We're going groundhog. Listen, there's a big thing happening up there in Punxsutawney, and we have one of the Inner Circle members coming up next. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents
and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, covered by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company. Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Peter King. A lot of places that don't usually get a lot of snow are getting a lot of it today. 7-year-old Ivy Schmidt has been sledding in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Today it was like a miracle. I just ran out the door and jumped into the snow, making a snow angel.
But it's no fun for anyone trying to drive or stay warm in the Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee, or Virginia. Meteorologist Craig Allen.
It is going to move off the outer banks of the Carolinas and then into the Atlantic. Snow will continue to fall through the day today across the northern half of Georgia, the lower Appalachians, the Carolinas, both South and North Carolina, covered in warnings and watches.
The hazards include high winds, whiteouts, drifting snow, and then there's the chill. Many places are below freezing. At least 78 deaths are blamed on this and last week's storms. A partial government shutdown is expected to end on Monday when the House votes on a funding bill. Here's CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
The next big showdown will be over long-term DHS funding, which lawmakers will now debate over the next 2 weeks. This week, the agency came under scrutiny from both parties. It's a sign that the public outcry over what happened in Minnesota has had an impact.
A week after a federal agent shot and killed Alex Pretty there, federal judges denied Minnesota's request to end ICE immigration roundups. CBS's Ian Lee says don't expect protests to end anytime soon.
Despite being well below freezing, we'll likely continue to see protests on the streets of Minneapolis until ICE leaves, as many here feel anger and frustration over the presence of the federal agents.
We don't want murderers and rapists on the street. We don't. I agree. Let's get them off the street, but let's give them due process.
Palestinian officials say Israeli strikes have killed nearly 36 people in Gaza, reported Linda Gradstein in Jerusalem.
The flare-up in violence comes a day before Israel is set to reopen the Rafah crossing between Egypt and the Gaza Strip to pedestrian traffic Sunday. Israel said the incident began when 8 gunmen emerged from a tunnel in Rafah on the Israeli-controlled side of the border. Israel said it targeted Hamas and Islamic Jihad leaders in the airstrikes, but Hamas said a quarter of those killed were children.
His family says actor DeMond Wilson has died. Wilson, best known as the son in the 70s sitcom Sanford and Son.
That's another thing I love about you, Pop, the concern that you feel for me. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Wilson co-starred with Red Fox as his dad, and Sanford and Son ran for 5 years. DeMond Wilson acted in other sitcoms and movies, but Lamont Sanford arguably was his signature role. He was 79. This is CBS News.
Follow and listen to CBS News Roundup on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-885-8877. 800-885-8877. Again, that's 800-885-8877.
The NHL's Outdoor Stadium Series continues tomorrow night with the Boston Bruins playing the Tampa Bay Lightning at Raymond James Stadium. And for once, Florida will match the usual northern outdoor temps, with forecasters saying it'll be in the low 40s when the teams face off tomorrow night. It's expected to be a bit warmer for next Sunday's Super Bowl in California.
When the Seahawks and the Patriots face off in Santa Clara, $1.76 billion will be on the line for legal bets. That's the prediction from the American Gaming Association, which says it's a record up 27% from last year. Now, as a trade group, the Gaming Association looks at complex metrics. Others might be watching celebrity Kendall Jenner playing off her relationships with basketball players for an online gambling company.
It's time to bet on something new. Football players. I'm making my bet on who's going to win. And you can bet with me or against me.
What could be the odds on that? Michael Toscano, CBS News.
And I'm Peter King, CBS News.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon will end up mostly cloudy, high 16. Tonight, a flurry, otherwise cold, low 1. Tomorrow, clouds at 20, and increasing clouds Monday, 25. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Dager, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
It is Rachel and John jagging around. Groundhog Day is coming up, as if you didn't know. I've actually been up there for Groundhog Day. And were you in your college years, Rachel?
I was. My dad performed there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like a thing for a while that Johnny Angel and the Halos were there. And I believe I stayed there while I went to school in Johnstown. So it was the thing.
Yeah.
You went. That was the thing you did because it was not far. Yeah. We are bearing the inclement weather and the cold, and we are going.
We're going to go up there and hang out. Right. In the meantime, why not have somebody from the inner circle right here on KDK? We have Dan McGinley. Dan is, let me make sure I have the phone lines on there. There we go. Dan McGinley, welcome to KDK. How are you?
Hi, great. How you doing?
Oh, my gosh. Listen, you sound so happy and excited. I hope that I can fulfill those shoes.
Well, I'm sure you can, but yes, of course I'm happy and excited. It's groundhog season. I'm at Gobbler's Knob right now. We got some fill events going on, but Groundhog Day is obviously February 2nd is a Monday, but we're kicking off this weekend. We're in full swing up here.
So, God, we have like 800 questions we want to ask you.
So many. Because Dan, we know we're catching you literally in the heat of the moment, because Groundhog Day isn't just a day; it's a
you heard him.
Week worth of
stuff.
He
said season.
Yeah, right. So like, what is people can go up there today and hang out and just kind of do stuff. What can they do?
Well, we got all kinds of events that we tried to build around Groundhog Day and make, like you said, a season of it, what we like to call Groundhog Days. And so, Gobbler's Knob is the place to be for February 2nd when Phil makes his prediction. But we also have, in our town square in Punxsutawney, there's a sort of a celebration square, food vendors, live music, and then events that surround that's just sort of open all weekend. But we have the Groundhog Ball. We have the Groundhog Banquet. We have various Punxsutawney Phil meet and greet events at the Knob or other places in town. We try to bring people in as early as we can and give them something to do. So we create these other events that we can promote and take Phil to.
All right, let's start with the ball. What in the heck is a Groundhog Ball? Is there some kind of a motif that you need to wear? What can we expect?
Yeah,
what are we eating?
That's our formal wear. Yeah, that's our formal event.
I love that.
Everybody gets dolled up. Yeah. I mean, we're just the inner circle. We wear tuxedos. I mean, I'm in a tuxedo right now. If you've never shoveled snow in a tuxedo, it's a real thrill. But yeah, that's our formal affair. That's tonight, this weekend. So
okay. And what do you eat there? Is it just like 4 course, something like that?
No, it's more floating apps and food stations, and it's not a sit down dinner; it's a party.
Nice. And
okay.
Dan, I remember you can go to the theater and watch the Groundhog Day movie over and over and over in the same theme as the movie. Is that still that part of it?
Yep, at Punxsutawney Community Center, we have the movie theater. We will air Groundhog Day on repeat. I want to say it starts at midnight, and we just run it all day.
Oh my! It's like A Christmas Story on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
But I mean, how can you not?
Right.
I have to tell you, my husband and I made our children, who are like in their early 20s and late teens, they go through these phases like, what movies did you like when you were younger? And so my husband's like, you have to watch Groundhog Day. Completely mesmerized. They cannot believe that we live.
Right?
Yes, they were like, we live like an hour and some. My son goes to Penn State. I'm like, we pass it. We literally pass it on the way there. It is so cool.
I know, and I try to tell people that movie still stands up. It's a classic. It put us on the map, and but I say to people all the time, they're like, "Oh, we live nearby." I say, "Yeah, it's Punxsutawney. It's on the way to everything. Just stop by."
It is literally on the way to everything. So for people who don't know, this is my inquiring mind. As John said when we were leading you in, I have been there. John has been there. We all have, in Western Pennsylvania, at least, we have these stories about Groundhog Day, or either we know someone who has been. Give us like one of your reminiscent stories about somebody on their first time visiting, what it's like, something that sort of has stuck out over the years.
Well, I get this every year because every year there's somebody who is here for the first time.
Okay.
Right. It's a bucket list thing. Now, we also have people that have been coming here every year for 37 years or whatever. You see the same people over and over again. But people are always amazed that I think they're just amazed that it's real. Wait, are you really? Is this a real thing? Like, we're gonna just get together in the middle of the winter, in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the night, and wait for a groundhog to tell us the weather? You're like, yeah, that's it. You got it. And so then they come and they get here. They come all the way from wherever. They get to Gobbler's Knob, and they're like, oh my God, that's real. There's a real stump and a real groundhog and a real. It's all real. Yeah. And so there's a wonderment, I think, to people when they get here and they realize like what it is, and then they meet Inner Circle guys, and we're just sort of again walking around town in tuxedos and top hats, and they're always amazed. They're like, so how much do you guys make? What's your salary? We're all volunteers. We all have real jobs. This is a club.
I want to get into the Inner Circle stuff. We'll wait until the next segment because I think we have a couple of questions on that. And you actually answered the other question I had, which was, and what about those people who have made it their thing every single year? And how many years has it been?
So we don't know how old Punxsutawney Phil is because he found us.
Ageless.
Right.
Sure.
Yes.
Right. But he's at least 140. The club was formed, the Groundhog Club was formed in 1887.
Okay.
So, but 1886 was the first Groundhog Day. So we're celebrating 140 years.
Wow. And then moving into today, I'm finding out just online there that there's now a groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil. First of all, there's a whiskey, but there's a monster truck. Punxsutawney Phil monster truck?
Yeah,
is
I'm
that
staring
right?
at the monster truck right now. It's parked up here at Gobbler's Knob. We got the Monster Jam, the monster truck people brought up a Monster Jam, this monster truck that's wrapped in a special, Groundhog Day wrap. And we got it parked up here, and the driver's here, and people are taking pictures with the truck and Phil, and yeah.
It is such a thing. Dan, I think what really brings me joy is that you literally said exactly how people are thinking. Like, there's such a simplicity to it. Like, so you're telling me that you go to the middle of this place in the middle of the night for this rodent. Yeah. And then there are people who go, oh, it's like a gasping, like, did you just say that? Phil spoke, And so it's so funny to really gauge people's reactions to what it is and how serious they are. I mean, you will see so many questions on social media about what's going to happen if Phil, sees a shadow kind of thing. People really put stock into it, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. There are true, we call them the faithful followers of Phil, and they are true believers, and they are correct in their belief. They are correct in their and we appreciate them, and and their faith.
Dan, we were just up there for a project with one of our clients, and to see Gobbler's Knob sort of, and it's like it's
when
non-festive
it's not going on?
area.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see how it's developed, because I remember it just being just a big grassy area and looking down, but it's still, despite the fact there's a building sort of on the top, it's still that very simplistic. You look down and there's that stage that you see worldwide.
Yeah.
And I guess, some of the people that you've met over the years, do you find the media certainly descends on Punxsutawney, and there certainly have been some competitors that try to say, oh, there's Groundhog somebody over in Indianapolis or whatever, but we're the first, we're the best. So talk about some of the media people that you've met that, the same thing, they're astounded that they show up and this is like this big crazy party.
Well, yeah, the media has been great, and they latch on, and our media credentials, there's quite a few that descend on us, like you said, every year, and they're like the fans. It's like you can count on so and so to be here every year. This TV outlet, this some foreign media companies. I mean, everyone you can count on to come in, and they keep shining a light on us, and we just say that's wonderful, that's great. Let's tell this story to as many people as we can. And so, occasionally you'll get the media outlet who's never been here before. They're like, just like everybody else, they're like, what is going on? And then, but they're standing next to some journalist who's been here for 40 years, and he just looks and he says, just
it's a thing.
You get used to it. This is
You're like rookie.
We're gonna be there.
Yes, we're so excited.
Be there, and
super stoked. So we have a couple of questions in terms of the inner circle, more of what to expect, and we have a couple of Yinzer questions for you as well. So you are going to stick around with us. One more. It is John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Now more than ever, we're the station you can trust for the information you need. KDKA.
Come with me to get my Invisalign. They walked me through everything I needed to know. How long it'll take, how it works, and what to expect. Then it was time for the real part. They put on the attachments, they blend in with my teeth, they help the aligners grip your teeth and move them the right way. It felt a little weird at first, but honestly, not bad at all. They popped in my first set of aligners, showed me how to take them out, and that was it. I'm officially part of the Invisalign Club. I even wore them at a football game, super comfortable and easy to talk with. For someone who's always filming on the sidelines or covering sports nonstop, this fits my lifestyle perfectly.
Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
Throughout Black History Month, the city of Pittsburgh celebrates the spirit and heroism of the Vachon family. Downtown, on Friday evening, February 6th, join a reception in the City County Building Grand Lobby. Schley Deck and Fence Company. Call today for an estimate on your rotten, rusted, paint shipping railings. Get your railings safe again by spring. Call 412-515-6575. Schley Deck and Fence. SchleyDeckCompany.com. PA 211 is a free confidential service available 24/7. If you're facing challenges with basic needs like food, insecurity, housing, or utility bills, help is just a phone call away. Dial 211 or PA211.org to connect with local resources today.
Details at KDKARadio.com.
When it comes to affordable term life insurance, everyone's whistling the Big Lou tune. If you're over 50, maybe a bit porky, or have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost about $200 a month. Even if you're not in perfect health, call Big Lou, because he specializes in finding big chunks of affordable term life insurance for just about everyone. Don't let diabetes or other health glitches keep you from owning $500,000 to $1 million or more of term life insurance. For affordable term life insurance, call Big Lou. Don't hesitate. Call 800-700-6898, 800-700-6898, or visit biglou.com.
Call Big Lou, don't hesitate, 800-700-6898. Call Big Lou, don't hesitate, 800-700-6898. Visit biglou.com.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
To...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget. Thanks, Mom.
Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Right. It is not Michael Bartley. We apologize if you were looking for Michael, but hey, Michael might be hanging out with the new Steelers coach because they were names.
Well,
right?
I think Michael's listening to us because he heard that we're talking about the inner circle.
Yes, exactly.
He loves to be part of that inner circle. We can make him an honorary JAG just to come with us on Monday.
Michael Bartley might think he's important because he knows the new Steeler coach, but we know the inner circle. Dan McGinley.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we know him.
Yes, right. We know him. So, Dan, welcome back to KDK. We appreciate. We know you're getting ready to go to the gala. You're walking around in your tux. You just shoveled snow in your tux and all these things. But there are things I remember from hanging out in Punxsutawney. It's the DeFelici sisters pizza that would be handed out through the window. It's the what's the burger?
I don't know. You talk about this. I have no idea where this is.
And what?
No, you're right. He's on it. He's talking. He's talking the truth. We got there's the DeFelice pizzas. There's Carlino burgers.
Carlino burgers. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's all. Yeah, you can. It's exactly as you remember.
Oh, you can still get those? Because it's been years, right? You can still get those.
Yeah, in fact, we have. Well, we don't have Carlino burgers up here, but we got some food vendors here at Gobbler's Knob that are already set up for the weekend. That we're going to be dishing out some local cuisine.
Okay, nice.
This you don't understand, Dan. This is what. When we talk about, right, every time we talk about our memory of being there in our, prior years, John brings this up. There's this pizza.
Because there's other things to actually do in Punxsutawney when you're not up there.
And you sound surprised.
Right, Dan? No, I think it's pretty cool that there are all these little niche places that Punxsutawney is known for. What other things like that are up there, Dan?
Well, I mean, like we're going, our ball. I mean, I spend my my off season, this groundhog season, but I spend my off season golfing at the Punxsutawney Country Club and the various other golf courses around here. You can also float your kayak down the Mahoning Creek. You can take your, go to whatever you need to go. Eat and drink and play and be merry, and it's all sort of in the cozy confines of the greater rural Punxsutawney area. I mean, there's anything to do year round. It's Groundhog Day. I mean, obviously that's what puts us on the map, and this is our day is February 2nd. But we're open year round. Come by.
Right.
Well, and as we said, it is truly conducive to so many different things, and you don't realize, you're not that far from it. Whether you're in Pittsburgh, whether you're, as I said, we pass it going toward, State College. I went to school in Johnstown, so it was like the thing. I had a friend. I tell this story all the time. She lived in Home, PA, which I never heard of because I guess it's very small of an area. And her father worked in Punxsutawney, and I, being from Pittsburgh, had not been there before. And it was like she scoffed at me, like, what? Well, have you lived, girl? Know? So, and then when we finally went, you're right. The wonderment, that's such a good word because the wonderment of the moment and the anticipation is what I think people cannot wait. So I understand, Dan, that you lived here, right? You were in Pittsburgh in the Oakmont area?
Yes, I'm a Yinzer.
Oh, thank God. So what was the allure for you? What made you want to go there and live there?
Well, how I landed in Punxsutawney is because I married a woman from Punxsutawney. So how did I get here? I followed a woman. So my wife and her family they are long-standing Punxsutawney people, many generations. So But I met her in Pittsburgh. She was living in Pittsburgh years ago. And so as a guy, I'm from Pittsburgh. And, yes, I was living in the city and met her and then followed her up here. And that's how I got here.
I love it.
So she's a Punxsutawney boomeranger.
We're talking about
Pittsburgh boomerangers. But
right.
She's a all right. So
we
Dan.
need to know, though, what is the criteria or how do you apply to get into the inner circle asking for a friend? I'm just kidding. We just want to know, how does this even happen?
Well, you don't. You don't apply.
Okay.
So there's 15 members of the inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're voted in, you're in for life, right? So whenever you want to step down, when we have an opening, when a member steps down, retires, the remaining 14 get together. They just throw out names. They say nominate. They say, what about this guy? What about her? What about him? They vote. You got to get the right amount of votes. Then they go tell you you're in. So you don't even know there is no application.
Okay.
How about that?
I mean,
so it's like the Pope.
That's right. And then and when the white smoke billows up from Gobbler's Knob, then the townspeople know a new top hat has been chosen.
Listen, you're Catholic and from Pittsburgh when you say that. That is so true. Oh my gosh, that is too funny. I mean, I really never knew, and that's kind of a cool. You can keep the group small, and it's a privilege to really be considered. So kudos to you. How long have you been in the inner circle, Dan?
This will be my 10th Groundhog Day as an inner circle member.
Wow. It's a little milestone for you. Congratulations.
Yep, that's it. Yep, 10 years. 10 years on Monday.
That is a big deal. Well, we hope that we meet you.
But when you get in, I didn't know. Again, you don't know they're even. You don't even know you're nominated. So I'm sitting at home one night 10 years ago, and here come headlights down my driveway, and 2 inner circle guys.
Stop it.
Show up at the door. And I said, what do you want? And they said, put your shoes on. We're going out. Here's your top hat. I said, oh, okay, great. They said, you're in. So that's how it goes. You don't even know it's coming.
It's like
the
Publishers Clearinghouse /
I love it.
/ you're getting into the Greek life in college.
Right.
Come in the middle of the night and they put you in a car. That is so funny. Dan, we really do hope that we meet you in person on Monday. We're really excited to make that trek up. We know it's cold, but suck it up, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's Groundhog Day and we want to be a part of the festivities. So hopefully we can wish you a happy milestone when we see you. But before we let you go, we have a couple of Yinzer questions that we want to ask you. And you can answer them in terms of Pittsburgh or even Punxsutawney, right?
Absolutely.
John, you do it.
All right. So
because I'm a Yinzer and Punxsutawney. I have dual citizenship in Pittsburgh and Punxsutawney.
Right. So I like this because I think you already live, I think, what your answer might be. But one of the things we say is the procrastination destination in Pittsburgh. What is something you've always wanted to do but just never took the time to do it? Everybody talks about it all the time. I mean, you're living one of them, but what would be yours? Just, I've always wanted to go to, hear people talk about this, but I never made the time to do this.
Yes, because we have people like in Punxsutawney who've lived in Punxsutawney their entire lives and have never been to Gobbler's Knob, right? They drive past it every morning or whatever, but they've never been to Groundhog Day, As far as in the Berg, I've been to a lot of. I'm trying to get to the Andy Warhol. I've never been to the Andy Warhol.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I'm always going to the Andy Warhol, and I've never been there. So that'd be my one I got to get to.
When you do, you have to visit us because the world headquarters for you, Jack Off Media, is right around the corner.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Two reasons to go. The other thing would be, is there any kind of neighborhood nuh-uh? Since you were a Yinzer, you know that we can't help ourselves. Sometimes when we're deep in conversation, we say nuh-uh. What would be something about a neighborhood, perhaps in Punxsutawney, that would make us say really or nuh-uh?
Punxsutawney, the nuh-uh would be like, hey, we talk to a groundhog every February 2nd. He tells us the weather. And there's people around here that, you meet somebody international, they go, nah, what are you talking about?
You did it perfectly. Nah. We truly believe that you're a Pittsburgher.
I am. I'm raised in Oakmont, PA.
I love it. Well, and you know what we think about that bakery right there. It's fantastic. Dan, thank you so much for taking the time. We truly are excited to meet you on Monday. Is there a website that we need people to go to in case they're making last-minute plans?
All things groundhog.org. Just information, ticketing, any questions you have, they're going to be answered at groundhog.org.
We love it. Thank you so much, Dan. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Elevate your sleep experience with an adjustable bed and make everyday activities like reading, watching TV, and working in bed more comfortable. At the Original Mattress Factory, we know not all adjustable beds are created equal. You want one that has the features you actually need, like anti-snore and zero-gravity positions. We offer high-quality adjustable bases paired with a hand-built mattress, all at a factory direct value. And we have product in stock and ready when you are. Visit an OMF location to elevate your sleep experience today.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Here's a tale of Tina, searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Tell Good RX Rodent, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
I'll put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Join Beth Andrews for the Net Worth Financial Hour Saturdays at 1 to get the news and information you need to make your retirement dream a reality. That's the Net Worth Financial Hour with Beth Andrews, Saturdays at 1. Net Worth Advisors, LLC is a registered investment advisor.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
CBS News Brief. There is lots of snow in Charlotte, North Carolina today to the delight of 7-year-old Ivy Schmidt.
Because I like to go sledding here. But after sledding, I just started running around here, making snowman and throwing snowballs at my brother.
Not so much fun for grown-ups trying to slog through blowing snow and sub-freezing temperatures in the Carolinas and other southeastern states. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is hoping for major reforms at ICE after 2 fatal shootings this month in Minneapolis. His message to Republicans:
if our colleagues are not willing to enact real change, they should not expect Democratic votes.
Bruce Springsteen has performed his song about the shootings in Minneapolis.
2 dead left to die on snow-filled streets. Alex Pretty and Renee.
That part of a benefit performance for them last night in Minneapolis. CBS News Brief. I'm Peter King.
Right now, save $16 on a pair of Rain-X Rugged XL wiper blades, plus get 2 times O rewards points only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Let's go.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Make 380 Auction of Murraysville your next stop for name brand furniture. Stop in and compare their quality and pricing. 380 Auction has name brand furniture for less. Before you buy, shop 380 and save on your next furniture purchase. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Sunday noon to 5 p.m., or call 724-339-3132. That's 724-339-3132, or log on to shop380.com and save.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. Hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life. Your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Larry Richard for CertaPro Painters. For more than a decade, I've been working with CertaPro Painters doing great work for me, and now is the time. Get a free estimate, get on the schedule at the right price. You never have to wonder what's next with CertaPro Painters. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Hey folks, winter is here. For many of our neighbors, staying warm is not guaranteed. Local families, seniors, and many in need are struggling to keep their heat on. You can help by supporting Dollar Energy Fund during the Warmathon. Every donation goes directly towards helping someone maintain utility services so they can stay warm in their home this winter. Just one gift can make all the difference. Give warmth, give hope. Donate now at warmathon.com. Because no one should have to face winter in the cold.
Now that I'm retired, I'm worried about making ends meet. Food, medicine, and rent cost more every day. And that's why I used benefitscheckup.org. It connected me to an extra $1,000 a month. Benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging. In a few clicks, older adults like me can see if they might qualify for money-saving programs. If you're on a fixed income, benefitscheckup.org might help you too. For free, visit today.
Supported by the U.S. Administration for Community Living.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon stays very cold as we turn out cloudy, high 16. Could be a flurry this evening, then cold tonight, low 1. Clouds tomorrow at 20. Sun gives way to clouds Monday at 25. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Degger, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All right, I'll catch you on Monday. Hope you're having a great weekend. Colin Dunlap, hopefully you survive through this weekend. It's going to be bitter cold right now. Talk to you on Monday, 2 to 6 right here, KDK.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Rachel and John jagging around KDK. And, man, so, yeah, in case you didn't hear, our last segment was with Dan McGinley of the Inner Circle.
You're just name dropping.
And, but we are going up there. We have media passes to go to Gobbler's Knob, and we plan on heading up there around 2 o'clock in the morning. Monday morning. It's technically Monday morning.
Yeah.
And I saw on the news that they're up there with backhoes and all this kind of stuff, cleaning out the
Gobblers.
Something about 18 inches of snow.
Yeah, I told you, my son who lives in State College said they were reporting around 22 inches.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So
we think we have it rough.
Right. So we're going to head up there. So picture us over
what
there.
What would we be wearing? Like what? I guess just be bundled.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
And
like layers?
Yes. And I dug out a lot of those little hot packs to put in your toes, in your shoes. I dug those out because I feel like
you have an issue now.
Yeah.
Your extremities, like your toes are always cold.
Well, no, I mean, our toes are going to be cold no matter what. We're going to be out there for, say, 3 o'clock till, I think Punxsutawney Phil gives his prediction at 7.
Okay.
So,
why are we going so early?
The whole thing starts at 4.
Oh.
And I don't think we'll be able to get, there's a massive, I don't know that we could get in after, if we showed up at 6:30, we wouldn't get in. You know what I'm saying?
This is your way of saying, oh my God, Rachel's going to be late.
No.
It's not because of sleeping.
We have we have a buffer time. There's certainly a buffer, but
sure.
Yeah, to get in and elbow our way into the media area for a good spot is going to be interesting for sure. So yeah, if we run a little bit late, look, there's grace period for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this will be
But 10 to 7 would be a bad time.
So don't leave the house at like 5:45.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
How long is the drive?
I think it's about an hour and 40.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the roads. It's the back roads. We just went up there for People's Gas, as a matter of fact, and it wasn't so bad up through Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the past, I've gone up there and stayed over at the Indiana Holodome. So it's pretty close to that. But yeah, we're going to hang out.
I love it. I'm excited. Like I said, it has been since my UPJ days.
Yeah.
So it has been a long time since I've been there.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see. I'm sure they add a little more each year.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's yeah. And that's part of it. I don't remember like what all the party. I know they do karaoke. I know they have bands playing from 4:00 in the morning to keep the crowd energized. All those kind of things.
Yeah.
And what we didn't even talk about is that all year round, we talked about things you could do up there. You could go see, I think it's Phil and Phyllis.
I was just going to say,
at the
isn't
library.
there? Right.
Yes.
So many activities.
Yeah.
So we will not be, just so I know my agenda, we're not partaking in anything. We're just there.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope I dress warm enough.
Yeah. I mean, I
Just
say we can do some interviews of people.
Okay.
Yeah. So we should put on our Facebook page, if you're going to be at Punxsutawney at Gobbler's Knob on Monday, let us know. We want to interview you.
Yeah, for sure. Just say, hit us up, you jack up.
All right.
No, we're excited to go, and it will be a fun time. Also excited, we started this new thing on the podcast, Game Show to Go. What do you think of it?
Yeah. I love it. It's going well.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Last night, we had Salud Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
We love shouting out small businesses, obviously. Came on to be our hospitality purveyor because it was a plethora. We did shots of various juices.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I loved the beet juice.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal. So I took the rest of the bottle home.
Yeah.
It does its job. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
It has been on my bucket list for a couple of years now to like beets, because I kept saying I never liked mushrooms when I was younger. It was not my thing. And now I eat mushrooms twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. I want that to be with beets because they say that's such a power food.
Yeah. And, in the last 10 days, we've had 2 crosses with beets that are really good.
Wait,
we had Jens Mart. Jurgen from
I
Jens
forgot
Mart.
about
He
that.
gave us those little, you called them a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
It looked like to me like a little beef jerky
jerkies.
tab.
Yeah.
But they were like, they had the consistency of a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
And they
And
were
it was
beets.
it was
and it was
tasty.
very good.
Yeah.
Like I definitely could eat those to consume
sure.
my beets. But the juice that we drank this weekend on the
Goes
podcast.
right through ya.
Yeah. Well, and it tasted good.
Yes.
So if I need to get my beet consumption, I could do one of those 2 things.
I also have to post the video of you. Do you remember all the things that were in your concoction?
It was it wasn't grapefruit. It was I can't remember exactly, but the 2 that I do remember are turmeric and cayenne pepper.
Uh-huh.
And the cayenne pepper is the ingredient that he lists the last out of like 5.
Yeah.
And I think there's a good reason, because the cayenne pepper kicks in right at the end. You drink it, and it's made as a shot. He said he does it every day.
Every day.
And I downed this little thing, and I'm like, oh, no. Duh!
You could not
And
even
then
talk.
my eye watered, and I had a little water coming out of my nose.
Little drip. Little post-nasal.
Yeah, it was frontal nasal.
Yes.
Yeah, it was coming out the front.
It
yeah.
was, but
yeah, healthy.
The point, yeah, right. The things we do to be healthy. But the point was, most of it tasted good.
Yes.
And you said that wasn't bad, like you said, until the end. But
yeah.
That's something that Brett says he has every day. There's benefits to it.
I like spicy stuff, and so I just wasn't ready for that.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, it certainly wasn't bad. Yeah, I agree with you. And if you go listen to the podcast or go watch it over on YouTube, that you'll see we actually, there wasn't one of those juices that we did not like.
Sure.
Yeah. There was banana, strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. Was there a
cucumber?
Yes, cucumber. I was saying guava.
Then you did a shot, like I did the turmeric.
Yeah.
You did one of grass. Right?
Wheatgrass.
Wheatgrass, yeah. When you opened it up, it smelled like grass. Was
correct.
It good? Yeah.
And even when I talked to you afterward, you said my breath smelled like it.
Yeah.
They're just really good.
Yeah.
And it's all good for you. But anyway, the reason we were even talking about that is we have a different hospitality purveyor on every podcast. But in addition, instead of having another guest, so it goes hospitality purveyor, unique Pittsburgher, and a musician. And then we typically would have had another unique Pittsburgher with a unique job. Instead, we're using that for Game Show on the Go. And yesterday's game show was, we were the judges of who drank lime juice. Brett was so good. You really did not think it was him. You thought it was our young musician.
I noticed that he went like that, when he drank it. And I thought, wait, he's used to drinking that? So I didn't, they were drinking odd flavors.
Yeah.
So I thought he was throwing us off by going,
yeah. But it was a little reflex.
Yeah, it actually was.
Have you ever just drank lime juice?
I have not.
I mean, it's not good.
Yeah, oh, I can imagine. That's like vanilla extract. You ever try to drink vanilla?
Yes.
It smells so great, but you drink it and you just want, So,
Well, Tracy and I were trying to figure out how much to put in the cups, so that we could. So the game was who drank water. We were gauging by their facial expressions, and I won. But ultimately, it was who drank water and who drank lime juice. And we had just poured the lime juice, and I said, I think we need to dilute it a little bit. And then when I did just drink it, I seriously thought I was going to vomit.
Wow. Yeah.
So I was glad that I helped out.
Diluted it. Yeah. So, and as a matter of fact, you can watch the game over on our Facebook page at this point.
Please do it. Yeah.
It's worth it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time. And honestly, I want to know if there's any other unique games that we should be playing. At what point are we going to do some kind of singing?
Yeah, we need, and you will be the star of that because I will not.
I'm not looking to be the star.
Right. No.
But here's the thing. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that Santino, if you remember, we had him in this studio whenever we were doing Tom Baker's American Idol.
Yeah.
I think he's on this coming week.
Okay.
I could totally see him being the karaoke background. And we could do that.
Yeah.
Name that tune.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
We may have to make that.
I mean, play to your strengths. That's it. You're
play
like,
to your strengths.
Here's my strength, and I'm bringing it because I want to win a third week in a row. I mean, there's no lying there.
I do like to win.
Yeah.
And you're not as good at the games as me. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of it is knowing my place and knowing that I don't want to be as good because you'll be so mad if somebody did beat you. It would be a long day after.
That is not true. Anyway, we have a couple more guests coming up. I can't believe it. Look at how much time has gone by already. I can't stand it. 2 hours down. We still have the 4 o'clock hour. We have another segment, obviously, that we want to bring Mike in on. Typically at the end of our segments, we like to do National Calendar Day, but we're going to do it a little early because we have 2 guests who we're going to talk to. So Mike better get prepared because there's some unique National Calendar Days that you need to weigh in on. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKA-radio.com.
The weather may be frigid, but the savings are hot at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, pork baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound, and USDA Choice Petite Sirloin Sizzler Steaks are $6.99 a pound. In the produce department, red ripe strawberries, 1 pound package, 2 for $6, and fresh blueberries, 1 pint package, 2 for $6. In the bakery department, San Fran style sourdough bread is $5.50 a loaf. And in our deli department, penne pasta with bolognese sauce, 1 pound package, $5.99 each, and yellow or white Land O'Lakes American cheese is $5.49 a pound. Additional savings this week. Selected varieties of Coke, Sprite, or Dr. Pepper. 6-pack half-liter bottles, 4 for $15. And selected varieties of Central Everyday Potato Chips. 9-ounce bags, 2 for $4.
So stay warm and get in on all the hot savings at Coons Market. Coons Market, a special place in your neighborhood. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Brian Schlaba here from the Home Buyers of Pittsburgh. Born and raised right here. Since 2015, we've helped over 1,000 Pittsburgh homeowners sell their houses quickly and without the stress. No repairs, cleanouts, inspections, or appraisals. We give fast and fair cash offers, buy your home as is, and you choose the closing day. Visit homebuyersoftpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057. That's 412-500-9057.
Pittsburgh's local trusted homebuyer since 2015.
I'm with Joe Potocnik, JP Roofing and Siding. Congratulations, Joe. Triple Crown winner from Owens Corning.
Yes, Larry. We are proud to announce that we are recognized for service excellence, product excellence, and MVP based on marketing leadership and customer service.
Call Joe and his team. You'll get the best of the best. Get a free estimate for roof and siding replacements. Call the roofing replacement experts at JP Roofing and Siding, 412-829-7711. Congrats, Joe.
Thank you, Larry.
Retirement, it's almost here. Are you ready? Well, join Kurt Kanodik and Ethan Lane of Accurate Solutions Group for your retirement blueprint. Let Kurt and Ethan help you plan for your retirement dreams. Don't miss your retirement blueprint, Sundays at 10. Investment advisory services offered through ASG Investment Management, LLC.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-885-8877. 800-885-8877. Again, that's 800-885-8877.
Now that I'm retired, I'm worried about making ends meet. Food, medicine, and rent cost more every day. And that's why I used benefitscheckup.org. It connected me to an extra $1,000 a month. Benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging. In a few clicks, older adults like me can see if they might qualify for money-saving programs. If you're on a fixed income, benefitscheckup.org might help you too. For free. Visit today.
Supported by the U.S. Administration for Community Living.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
Back to Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It is Rachel and John jagging around KDKA. As Rachel said earlier, she was pitching out to say that, we normally do this segment at the end of our show, and but we don't have time for that because we have guests all the way up until 5 o'clock. By the way, after 5 o'clock is when we're going out to Moondogs in Blawnox to the Pittsburgh Emergency Medicine Foundation Beer, Blues, and Blue Jays event. It is actually sold out, but listen, come hang out. Maybe you knock on the door. Maybe we'll let you in. But in the meantime, it's National Calendar Day, Rach, and I have the list here. And do you need me to text it over to you? Do you want me to throw
just tell
it
me.
to you?
Yeah, just throw
Mike, you got your ears on here?
Oh, Mike lives for this.
All right. So there was one I had to, when you see the list, you have to say, wait, you can click on it and say, what does that actually mean? All right, so I had to do that one,
I'm
so
ready.
I have an explanation. All right, first one is today, January 31st, National Seed Swap Day. It's actually the last Saturday in January, but that's what this happens to be today.
Okay.
See, Mike, are you a planter? Are you a grower at all of seeds of anything?
I am not.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, that was a big letdown.
Rachel, you not that you're good from seeds, but you've learned from Doug Oster, KDK's own Doug Oster,
yes,
how to help plants mature and even get to larger pots.
I have repotted 5 of my plants that I had. Gosh, I've had one plant that is a peace lily. It's one of the easiest things to keep. I have had it for about 7 years. How big do you think it is?
Yeah.
3 feet?
Yeah, I would say.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
And my kids laugh at me because I say, look at all the life. There is so much oxygen in this room.
Mike, are you a plant guy? Have you killed plants?
No, he's not a guy.
No, I would never kill plants. But,
no, not on purpose, but just because you don't know.
My parents have these beautiful tiger lilies that come up every year. So, and then we have this blossom tree in the back. It usually blossoms around April, but I don't know the exact name of the tree. My grandmother planted it, so it's about 10 feet tall. So
okay, nice.
That's huge. Wow,
Nice.
you had to show me up.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. Mike, do your parents hold any kind of pieces of artwork that you've made like in first grade, kindergarten, third grade? Do you have any of those old papers?
If you're referring to holding up chicken scratch, yeah.
Yes. All right, Rachel, I'm sure your kids you have some kind of artwork.
I have tons. Yeah. I have bins full.
And I do too.
Mhm.
Like even though I've downsized. Go ahead, Mike.
If you told me to draw or like do some type of art nowadays, and compare it to me back in kindergarten and first grade, there's no noticeable difference.
Same, Mike.
You might think I've gotten worse.
That is so funny because I don't believe that you've gotten worse, but I got to tell you, I'm the same way. And when you talk to like an artist and you say, I have zero artistic ability, they feel bad for you. So they're like, you're a good wordsmither. And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
But like, I can't draw a straight line.
So it is important because today is Inspire Your Heart with Art Day.
Oh, that's
And I think the most inspirational art I've ever received is from my kids.
Sure.
When they say, this is Dad. And they're in first grade. And it's a blob.
Right there. Their perception is hysterical.
Right.
Yeah, that's so true.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Here's the one I had to click on the National Backward Day. Do either of you have any guesses as to what National Backward Day is?
Change your routine? I don't know.
Or like walk backward, retrace your steps.
Mike for the win.
Oh, whatever, Mike.
January 31st.
Who even asked you to play?
Everything backward with National Backward Day. The day provides an opportunity to reverse our ways, our direction, or simply our shirt. Dessert for breakfast, perhaps. There are many ways to celebrate this fun day, so let your imagination be your guide.
I want to know how many people celebrate this, don't you, Mike?
Well,
I mean, it's silly.
They said it comes from the schools because kids will wear their clothes backward.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Did your kids, my kids didn't do that, but did your kids wear their like pajama day at
but
school?
those were usually like you pay 50 cents to do it
but did they
kind of
have
thing.
them?
You guys had to pay money for that?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
when I was in elementary school, we kind of it just showed up. There was no.
Really?
Yeah.
But like this is a stupid holiday. Yeah.
All right. Before I get to the ultimate one that is my ultimate, but this is National Brandy Alexander Day. That's a drink. I didn't click on it to see what's in it, Brandy Alexander, but it is a drink. And I think it's fascinating because Mike, like these are the drinks my parents would drink, like pink was it Pink Lady or something like that? Pink Squirrel.
Okay.
And those drinks are coming back. Mike, do you know what maybe it's coming back in your age? A Brandy Alexander? Do you know it?
No, I do not know it, actually.
Yeah. I would take time to look at it, but I really want to focus on these other ones.
Okay, go.
All right. So National Brandy Alexander Day. Go get your whatever you want to do here. All right?
Okay.
Today.
Yeah.
National Hot Chocolate Day.
Boom. This is John's favorite thing.
All right, question.
Okay.
Hot chocolate.
Love this. Okay.
Yes.
Water or milk?
Oh, Mike,
easy.
You walked right into the trap. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You answer first.
Oat milk.
Rachel said oat milk. Listen, I would take oat milk before water. Yeah, definitely not water, Mike.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely milk.
And those little packets that have those freeze-dried little marshmallows?
No.
But
John, tell Mike about what do you do? You know, Mike, I drink coffee every day. And I literally just said to John, if I were to pocket the money that I spend every day on coffee, it would be like we were calculating, my husband and I, like it would be thousands of dollars.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because you figure how much a coffee is now at 5 days a week, even if we went 4 on average. And times by the entire year, that's crazy. So I should just do that, right? But John goes with me wherever I go. He even has in his notes, like whatever I drink. But John gets...
Because I don't drink coffee and I don't know all the names, the lattes, the crapolatas, whatever it is. I don't get it.
Crapolata. So he drinks chocolate milk. And what I love is when people go, do you want it hot? Like, you moron. And he's like, I didn't ask for a hot chocolate. You know, I asked for a chocolate milk. So that's the little Johnism.
And Mike, as I'm taking notes, I take notes of what places actually just pull a bottle of chocolate milk out and pour it.
Yeah.
Or those who put the little chocolate syrup in the bottle.
And they take the time to mix that
Are you
stuff.
with me on that one?
Yes. I'm not a big fan of the syrup stuff, though.
Oh, is that right?
I don't know.
He's so particular.
It doesn't taste the same. I don't know.
Wow.
I've done it before, like multiple times.
In a pinch, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I love it when it's like legs on a wine glass. They say legs, in the glass.
Sure.
To me, there's chocolate syrup legs, and I love that.
Okay. Are there any other nationals?
No, that's it. That's the end of it.
That was the crescendo, Mike.
Mike,
you did well.
good? Did you have fun with that? Now, Mike, we did this last week, so let's do it again. You normally make us sign up with a certain phrase, so go do it.
It's John and Rachel and Mike on 100.1 FM. See, you got me thrown off.
She keeps stepping on you, Mike. Go
John,
do it
Rachel,
clean.
Mike, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. We're going to break. KDKA.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Time is now as people want to get their tax situation squared away. It's Cole, Benoni, Wilson.
So many changes. Even the tax professionals were double checking the rules. There's dozens. You know, you're seeing them, like you said, on the federal and state by state adjustments, inflation updates.
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
I was ordering food from our usual place for the big meeting. My VP said, "Please, God, no."
For workplaces suffering with corporate catering deficiency, every day's a struggle.
The food was always meh and over budget. Before Easy Cater, I thought that was normal.
Easy Cater is designed to treat CCD with a huge variety of restaurants, help meet dietary needs, and stay on budget. Use daily. One platform lets you save time and thrive. Ask your web browser about Easy Cater or start an order at easycater.com.
This is attorney Christine Brown Murphy with the law firm of Zachariah Brown. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, we need to talk. Give our office a call at 724-942-6200 or visit our website at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Peter King. Oh, to be a kid again in the snow. No! They're sledding in Charlotte, North Carolina. The snow is really piling up there and throughout the southeast. The wind is also blowing and it's really cold. The feels like temp in Charlotte, 6. Meteorologist Craig Allen.
The bitter cold continues across the eastern two-thirds of the nation, with this storm actually reinforcing the cold. And not only will it be even more bitter across most of the states that have already had 5 to 10 days of below freezing temperatures, but that cold is going to make its way all the way down into the deep south.
The temperatures will hit the low 20s in the Florida Panhandle. What's more unusual is the 25-degree low they're expecting overnight in Orlando. It hasn't been that cold there in more than 15 years. A Senate vote prevents a complete government shutdown. Democrats in the White House agreed to a deal that gives Homeland Security money for just 2 weeks. That's in reaction to the trouble in Minneapolis. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
Democrats want to end roving patrols of immigration enforcement agents, tighten the rules around warrants, institute a uniform code of conduct, and require federal agents to wear body cameras and ban face coverings. But Republicans have legislative demands of their own.
I'm willing to entertain some reforms, but the cancer that we're dealing with is sanctuary city policy.
That's South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham. Today in Minneapolis,
Ice out.
Protesters have been demanding the locally based Target chain respond more directly to the immigration enforcement operations that have claimed 2 lives there. There are other protests going on, too.
I haven't lived in Minnesota all my life. I've lived in other countries as well. But something that's always made me so proud as an American is how welcoming we are of immigrants, of foreigners, that we are a bastion of education and opportunity for others. And I feel like we've lost our way.
And while many in Minnesota want ICE out, a judge has ruled against the state's demand that the agents leave. In the Middle East, Palestinian officials say at least 30 people have been killed in Israeli strikes. The BBC's Dan Johnson is in Jerusalem.
People in Gaza described these strikes as the heaviest since Donald Trump announced the second phase of the ceasefire.
Apartment blocks and a Hamas police station were hit in Gaza City. Prisoners, police officers and children are among the dead. Further south, 7 members of the same family are reported to have been killed when a helicopter struck the tent they were sheltering in. One man said it felt like war had returned to the Gaza Strip.
Israel says it attacked after Hamas violated the ceasefire. This is CBS News.
Real crimes, real justice. Follow and listen to 48 Hours on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-885-8877. 800-885-8877. Again, that's 800-885-8877.
The Carolinas may be cold and snowy today, but they're also the new champion for Americans on the move. North Carolina had the highest raw numbers of people moving from other states, while South Carolina had the country's highest growth rate last year. The Census Bureau says former top dog Florida has fallen to 8th place. A potential Super Bowl champion is reportedly about to be sold. CBS's Michael Wallace.
The Seahawks soar to Super Bowl 60! Sources tell ESPN sale discussions have taken place in the past week. Since former Seahawks owner Paul Allen died in 2018, his estate has owned the team, with his sister controlling it. He left a directive to sell the Seahawks and donate the proceeds to charity. Sportico values the Seahawks at $6.6 billion. No team has ever been sold shortly after playing in a Super Bowl, though the New York Giants sold a 50% stake in the team after winning it in 1991. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
And I'm Peter King, CBS News.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon will end up mostly cloudy, high 16. Tonight, a flurry, otherwise cold, low 1. Tomorrow, clouds at 20, and increasing clouds Monday, 25. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Dager, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
We are back, not with Michael Bartley. So do not be disappointed if you're like a regular Michael Bartley. He likes us. How's that?
Yeah.
Michael said, listen to John and Rachel.
Right.
I mean, he
right.
didn't, but he likes
The only
us.
Trump we're going to talk about is that these particular coffee and cookies and baked goods are going to trump everybody else's.
I like it.
How about that?
We will not talk politics. we talk about everything but. So if you're looking to be controversial, then you can turn us off. But essentially, we like to take your mind off of things and really, really talk about the important things like Pittsburgh and the people who make it up, like Hannah. And Hannah, I said, Hannah Olsen, Aisho Melange. I've gotten so good at saying that. And now you went and changed it on me. We're not even talking about, I mean, we can always talk about your macarons.
She's still there. Yeah, she's still there.
But we're I mean it from the bottom of our hearts. It has been a flurry. We were talking about earlier in the show that if you talk about Pittsburgh algorithms, it's the snow and Mike McCarthy. Yeah. But I got to tell you, you're in my feed a ton, and I love it. It has brought me so much joy to see your pure excitement and anticipation. Like, you could not wait to open your new coffee place in Mount Lebanon. Tell us all about it.
But wait, can we stop there?
Sure.
Let's talk about your history, because like you've done this organically. When we first met you, let's go back to there. You were using a part of somebody else's commercial kitchen, right?
Yeah. I was working out of the yard at Robinson's kitchen for my macaron business.
Right. And we did really well at making those macarons. Well, John did.
And then
it's my one fail.
And then from there, you grew to using another kitchen, right?
Yeah. I was using my own shared kitchen at that point. I opened the bakehouse and was my own first tenant. But yeah.
And still have opportunity for people.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's just so amazing. So then you kept going and you were like, I think I'm going to go ahead and open a coffee shop.
Yeah. You know, the funny
and sweets. Yeah.
The funny thing is that the one thing I said I would never do is have a brick and mortar bakery. And here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were talking before we went on the actual air and said it is such a scary thing. That's the reality. You don't know when you should have a brick and mortar, if you should ever. And it's one of those things, trust your gut, be ready for it, because you have had a flurry of people, no pun intended with the weather, but you've had a flurry of people over the last week.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, despite the weather that we've had, we've had consistent foot traffic through the door, which is amazing because there's not even spaces to park.
Yeah.
We had our second Saturday of operation today.
Okay.
We wrapped up about 2 hours ago, and I had people saying that they were parked blocks away and walked in this weather.
That means there's a product they want.
Those are Yinzers that came today.
Yes.
But they're people who want to. You're an easy person to support because you support other people. You truly embody community. But talk to us like a Pittsburgher. If we're not from, we're northern people. I'm in North Hills. John is in the city of Pittsburgh. If we're coming to Mount Lebanon, where is it by and where are we going?
Okay, so this is a great question because I'm also not from Mount Lebanon. So I can give you my direction.
Okay,
if you're
let me try to picture it.
Okay, if you're on Washington and you're going to Topo.
Sure.
Yeah. So you'll turn left on Scott. And it's,
where the church is.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
The big church.
Pittsburghers use landmarks for their directions.
Catholics use churches, but
So you turn left on Scott and you go maybe a mile. And Broadmoor Avenue is right there. And it's maybe half a mile. You just stay on Broadmoor. And we're right at the corner of Broadmoor and Anawanda, next to Howe Elementary School.
My Anawanda don't want none unless you got it.
That's why they named the street that, actually, I think. But yeah, and if you would go down, if you would turn down Anawanda, it would take you to like Caliente's.
I was just going to say, it's near Caliente. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So John, by
right
Providence or Baptist Homes, if you go past
because
the
that's
old...
also where Steve Rich had his signing.
And the ice hockey rink is just a little further.
Yes, exactly.
I got you.
Yeah.
You got to talk hockey.
That was literally such a Yinzer direction. Like we should record that and put that up there.
We should start that as a segment, right? Like tell me how to get there.
Yes.
Using only landmarks and the person has to guess where you're trying to lead them.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm kidding?
Exactly
and we will give you credit.
So it's cool that this is your second Saturday in business and then you decided to flake out and come on over here. Like, wait, there, I
had to see my people. I had to go
so
see
we're
you.
honored that you did that in the midst of a second Saturday in business. So what is, I'm not the coffee drinker. We were talking off air about this stuff. So tell me a little bit about the coffee, because every time I go to drink coffee, it smells delicious. It's like a pipe or a cigar to me. It smells really good, but then I go to taste it. But what are you guys doing with the coffee that's different at your place?
So I would love to tell you about the coffee. Like we were saying, I love to partner with small businesses.
Yeah.
And Allie, my business partner, and I, we actually worked with Nicholas Coffee Roasters in Market Square.
So good.
Yeah.
And we worked with them to make our very own blend of bean. We picked the roast. We picked like how we wanted it to taste. We tried a few different things, and we have our own unique blend that they made us.
I love. What is the roast? Is it kind of?
It's a medium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's all I'll say because we don't really want to talk about
it. Oh yeah, it's proprietary. I like it.
I love that.
But yeah, so it's really cool. We use one of their espresso roasts, 4-hour espresso.
Okay.
But our drip and our cold brew is our own special blend. So it's really nice. A lot of people who don't like to drink black coffee say, I can drink this coffee black. But it's not like sweet or anything. It's just like a nice balance.
You should.
That's the challenge.
Yeah. I think you should try it. I think you'd love it.
And so the name is Baked Bean.
Yes, the Baked Bean.
It is not like Beans, the musical fruit.
No, but we are right next to an elementary school, and that's what I imagine all of the kids will be saying as they come in.
Why that name?
So we went through a few names. We were really trying to emphasize the fact that we are a coffee shop and a bakery.
Sure.
We are not a coffee shop that has a 2x3 pastry case. We have an 8-foot pastry counter plus a cold case. So there's a lot going on. In fact, one of the most frequent pieces of feedback we get from people when they first come in the door is there's so many pastries. Like, I don't know. I didn't expect this, or I don't know what to pick because, I love pastries. I come mainly from a macaron background, but there's a lot that I dabble in. When I made HO Melange, it's melange instead of macaron because I wanted to do a medley, a variety of things. Allie has a pastry background. She was trained at the Cordon Bleu in Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow.
She's like fighting with two swords here because she also has a coffee background with Brood, her coffee trailer that she had before she still has it, but she has experience there. So we really wanted something that said yes coffee and yes pastry. So it's very intentional and it's very robust.
The best part about that story, John, is that she was like, what people are telling us, it's been a week.
Yeah.
She's getting so much feedback.
It's been the longest week of my life.
I know.
I feel like the only way you're going to make money on me is if you weigh me when I come in the door and you weigh me as I go out because you're going to look, wow, he had 17 cookies and 17 different pastries. And
I think you're onto something there.
Is that right?
It's another segment.
But that also sounds like shaming. So I don't think we can
we're not going to do that, guys. Yeah, that's not something we're taking part in. But for anyone who is not familiar with the fact that we've had you on a gajillion times at this point, I can't even keep track because we're smitten by, truthfully, your work ethic, your community spirit, all of those things. When I tell you we are championing this, we mean it because you are just such a guiding light. But you are phenomenal. I've said this on so many different accounts. I did not care about macarons. I didn't. I mean, it was fine. I seek you out now because I will not have anyone else's. Are you selling out immediately in the macarons?
Oh, yeah.
Because this happens to you no matter what.
We've gone through a lot of macarons. I even added 2 team members to HO Melange to help with some of the bigger things I have coming up this year. Wow. And we're still firing on all cylinders.
Is that right?
Yeah. Wow. It's great, but it's also, adds to all of the stress. Yeah.
Sure.
But it's great. It's great.
And we, as Rachel alluded to earlier, we did a little video with you and the technique of doing a good macaron is not easy at all.
No, whenever someone gives me a nice compliment about the macarons, I like to joke and say, thank you. There are a lot of tears involved. So I appreciate it. But it's not really a joke because it's true. But it is very difficult to have like such high demand and to be making all handmade macarons. Like they are hand piped, they're hand filled. We're not using any machinery other than, our mixer to whip the meringue. It's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding to see how happy people are with them and to light up when they see them. Someone today said, oh my gosh, I have to get macarons because I never see these anywhere. And it's true.
And it is true. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple other vendors who I'm sure, and I don't mean this in a pacifying way. I'm sure they're very good, but I literally won't try them because I can't believe yours are just so authentic to what they are. Like if you say this is an almond tort, it's not this like sugared up version of an almond tort. It is, it's an almond tort. It's just fantastic.
Thank you.
In so many different flavors.
There are a lot of tears involved.
We may have to guilt you into asking you if you're going to be around on May 16th. We'll ask you that later.
Yeah.
So we are chatting with the one and only Hannah Olson, and she is the co-owner of Baked Bean. We want to hear more about it, and we are going to ask her about May 16th. What's May 16th, John?
Strawberry Jello pretzel salad standoff.
It's John and Rachel.
No tears involved in that.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Your source for official traffic information. Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-932-5858. That's 800-932-5858. 800-932-5858.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Tell good RX Rodin, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Hotfoot it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Back to Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
And could this be the vendor, the coffee creator that turns John's life around into coffee from chocolate milk, turns John into an adult? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm willing to take that try. So Hannah from H.O. Melange, but also you just opened up your bakery, the Baked Bean out there in Mount Lebanon, and earlier you gave such great directions, but but you're on your second week, right?
Yes,
right.
Yeah. Today was technically day 5. We're closed on Sunday and Monday.
Okay.
And, so second Saturday, day 5 of ops.
Nice. And you're conveniently located in
You
Milwaukee.
even talk like a business owner
right.
now. You say words like ops.
I don't have time to say the full word.
No, it's like a SWAT operation, because that's what I was going to, relay it to, because you've conveniently located yourself right in the middle of the battlefield of the walking parents by the elementary school.
Yes.
So you're
So
like,
smart.
we know our market so well.
Yeah.
Now, Hannah, before this, were you a big coffee drinker? Were you an aficionado, or coffee was just something you passed the time with?
So a little bit of both. I love coffee. I love drinking coffee. We do have every single coffee making apparatus at my house, I think, but that's mostly because of my husband, Chris. So we have the French press, we have the mocha pot, we have a Keurig that hasn't been used in years because he's learned how to do these other things.
Okay.
We have a Breville espresso machine, but I never made a latte the whole time we had it.
Okay.
Until I was like, oh, I'm going to open a coffee shop. Maybe I should figure out how to make a latte.
And is it hard?
Not really. It's nuanced, but once you see how it works, it's pretty easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not going to say that I pull the best shot or make the best latte, but I can be
I think it's just amazing. Like when I go order drinks, for everybody, it's you wipe this. It's like, wow, coffee got so complicated, but everybody seems to be very efficient. Then you turn around and they're putting decorations in the top of your cup.
Oh yeah, we do a lot of that too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one to make right now?
I love the Dirty Bird.
Okay,
so
what is that?
The Dirty Bird is our latte. It's basically a toasted almond torte as a latte.
Oh.
So you get the cakey, the buttercream, the almonds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good, and it's topped with toasted almonds. So it gets a nice cold foam, a custardy cold foam, and topped with toasted almonds.
And you're open when?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 2.
Rach, you need them to open Sunday for Willie
I know,
and
my
Rachel
husband and
can.
I, so we started this about 2 years ago. We're not like overly committed, but we're pretty good at it. Once our kids, we're not empty nesters, but 2 in college and 1 left, and that's like a joke because her schedule is crazy.
Right, she doesn't care about you.
She does not care about us, so she does. But so we go every Sunday and we pick a different place. Sometimes we'll put it on like our group. The day that might have been the most engaged post, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
People were like, go here, go here, go here. So we like to try different places, so much so that for Christmas, we got so many gift cards to coffee places to go try. Yeah, I mean, you obviously weren't open. Or
We're
else I
working on
would've
the whole gift card thing, too. It's
Yeah.
an idea.
Yeah, or just pay it forward, right? But nonetheless, we go to a different place, but you're not open on Sundays. So you're going to have to tell
Not yet.
Allie.
Yeah. When
Right,
the weather,
understood.
as the weather warms up and as
It'll
we see
change.
like the demand is there, we would love to add it. But yeah, right now, we've got a very skilled but a very small team. And so we want to make sure we have a rhythm. And
Makes sense.
yeah, that's why we did like a quiet opening for the residents of Sunset Hills because they were so excited.
Sure.
We had such a profound response just from the neighborhood coming. That's why we delayed our grand opening till Valentine's Day because we knew like when
Got
all
it.
of Yinzer Nation comes in, we wanted to make sure that we had a few weeks of practice
Of course.
first. So-
Well, and not only that, in all seriousness, and I'm not being political or pulling in like heavy, but you're starting a new venture.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't want to burn out, and you don't, so many small businesses, especially in the hospitality industry, unfortunately, don't continue on year after year because it is difficulty because you're full on and then you go, oh my gosh, I'm now burned out or this didn't go right. So kudos to you for taking your time, figuring it out. You already know what you can do.
Yeah.
So now you're kind of figuring now what's next. And that's the beauty of it.
Thank you. And there are so many things that we want to do. If you would look at the list Allie and I have of ideas or events, and it's a mile long, but we're like, okay, baby steps. Like, let's get one thing down at a time, and then we'll add the next fun thing in. And then see what everybody likes, obviously, because we have certain opinions, but we have to see like what the audience likes and what
For
the neighborhood likes.
Yes. How is the Dirty Bird going? Because I know you said you literally just sort of
the
rolled
latte?
it out. Yes.
So it's the top selling signature latte.
Okay.
So yeah, it does really well. I would say the next most popular one is probably the Yinzer.
Okay.
Which is we suggest that you try it iced. It is our strawberry jello pretzel salad latte.
John, hit her.
May
With
16th.
it. Don't hit her. Hit her with it.
Please don't hit me.
Featured May 16th at the Strawberry Jello Pretzel Salad Standoff at the Block Northway. More to come.
And we tell you that because you've been a part of it for 2 years and have loved having you, obviously. And this has become such a staple for us. And we want to grow it each year because it is so the Pittsburgh thing. So much so, Jay has won 3 years in a row. And we have decided that we're putting the kibosh to that. So he's now a judge.
Well, I was going to say, who won the Judge's Choice last year?
Who?
Yeah.
This girl.
Wait, do the noise? Do that.
She's like,
My
"Since
little
this
baby air horn."
station does not have confetti. I will show you what's up. No, you were hands down everyone's favorite, and you obviously came pretty darn close to the People's Choice as well. But
I was just happy to be there, honestly. So
it's a great thing.
Yeah.
And
Who was your give it back mention to your nonprofit that you were associated with?
Oh, the North Hills Public Library.
Yeah.
That's right. I totally forgot.
They've been my partner every year. They're the best.
They're fantastic. Oh,
Yes.
they will love this because isn't it like Love Your Library Month in April?
I don't
It's
know.
close. It's something like that. Yeah, they
I have
always
a red shirt to wear. Thanks
I'd
to the North Hills
same.
Public
Yeah,
Library.
I said that wrong. It's Northland.
Northland.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been a long
It's
day.
actually my library. Like I say that. Yeah. Like I that's the one if we are not going to a Carnegie library, that's the one we go to.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
very
my.
close to.
It's mine and my husband's favorite library as well.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole other topic. We won't get into that. Go ahead.
Are
we
we
know
going-
we've asked her Yinzer questions
Yeah,
before,
we
but
don't want to update them.
I think we need to
Okay.
because here's my question. I know that you don't live in Mount Lebanon, but is there a neighborhood that we need to know about Mount Lebanon or something that like you've uncovered just yet? Like something you didn't know, something that's unique, a shout out for Mount Lebanon that would make us say, nuh-uh.
Okay. So I don't think I know enough yet to have a real
Sure.
nuh-uh, other than I had no idea that it was a walking district.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even realize that those existed. I just thought everyone
Sure.
had buses.
Right.
Home of Ron Smiley.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, And you want one from me from Mount Lebanon?
Sure.
Mario Lemieux's first home when he first came here, and everybody used to go drive by it because it had the L scripted in stone on the chimney. And it was up off of. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure the house is still there, but I don't know that. I don't remember the street name. But when he was first here, once that word got out, people were driving up and down that street.
Don't they still do that in Swickley?
I don't know if you can even get
like
close
the people
to
in Hayes
Swickley.
that watch for eagles, just people watching for Mario.
Yeah, but his house had a scripted L up on the chimney.
That does remind me. This, I don't know if it's a nuh-uh, because I think maybe a lot of people know, but our newest celebrity, Joe Manganiello, who moved home.
True.
He does live in Mount Lebanon.
He does.
Do you know where?
And he loves Nicholas coffee. So, I mean, if you're listening to this, Joe, please come to
Well, and that's why I don't frequent Mount Lebanon, because people mistake me for him all the time.
Oh, man, that must be tough.
I need to dig out from this nonsense.
That's why I don't grow the ponytail anymore.
I can't. Hannah,
I knew you
are
looked familiar. John.
Literally one of my favorite people. Tell everybody, where can they find you, follow you, all that good stuff online, and what is the physical address?
So the physical address is 380 Broadmoor Avenue, and it's Pittsburgh, PA. Zip code's 15228, right next to Howell Elementary. You can find us online at The Baked Bean PGH. You can also email us at that same address at gmail.com. You can find me literally probably too many places because I'm all
You're
over
everywhere,
the place now.
and we love what you're doing. Thank you so much for visiting. And we are going to go there. Maybe we'll do, I don't know, should we do a G-Chat? Something. We need to go there because I need to try all of those lattes. So maybe we'll just go back 3 days in a row. Fair enough. Any excuse to see you. Congratulations. We wish you the best. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for 26 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
What is life-changing medicine? The discovery of cancer at the earliest possible stage, challenging limits and transforming the impossible into reality, or connecting people to doctors and specialists when they need it most. At UPMC, we believe life-changing medicine is all those things. Our goal is to change the world of medicine and the lives of those around us. UPMC, changing healthcare, changing lives. Life-changing medicine.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your Nature-Made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature-Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
The new era of UFC on Paramount Plus continues. Live from Australia. Featherweight champ Alexander Volkanovski.
He is an animal.
Defends his belt at home in an explosive rematch against Diego Lopez.
You gotta be kidding me!
And the always dangerous Dan Hooker.
Yes.
Throws down with powerhouse Benoit Saint-Denis in a high-action lightweight showdown.
There's never been anything like this.
UFC 325, Saturday, January 31st, only.
Is somebody in the family fighting a cold? Pick up a bottle of Sniper, a hospital-grade disinfectant that kills germs, bacteria, and viruses that are flourishing this time of year. Sniper is available at participating True Value hardware stores or visit disinfectwithsniper.com.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we're here for you. And we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020.
The Southeast is getting slammed with snow. Meteorologist Craig Allen says the winter storm's affecting tens of millions.
In northern Georgia and the Carolinas, snowfall amounts will generally range from 3 to as much as 7 inches, with the possibility of 8 to 10 inches of snow and maybe even a foot.
A complete government shutdown has been averted, said CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
Just hours before the deadline, the Senate passed 5 bills to ensure most of the government is funded through September. And they agreed to fund the Department of Homeland Security for just 2 weeks.
A judge has ordered the release of a father and 5-year-old son who were taken into custody during the immigration crackdown in Minnesota. Meantime, anti-ICE protests continue this weekend in Minneapolis.
We just really are very afraid for our neighbors and immigrants and everybody, so it's our duty to be out here supporting them.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Tell GoodRx wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Hot foot it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Larry Richard for CertaPro Painters. I've been a customer for over a decade. Why? Because the professional work CertaPro Painters does protects your home, quality paint, worry-free process, free estimates. That's why I've relied on CertaPro Painters. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
What if you could buy a flippable, two-sided mattress made with the finest materials that cost less than other luxury brands? This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory, and this is exactly what you'll find with our new Orthos line, available exclusively at OMF. We build these by hand using premium materials like wool and cotton. It's old-world craftsmanship with modern comfort, our most extraordinary sleep system. Built locally at a price other luxury brands just can't match. Visit the Original Mattress Factory and experience the Orthos line for yourself.
A luxury vacation home where the only decision is pool time or beach time. Your own private indoor pool, a real movie theater, a kitchen big enough for everyone to cook together. Whether it's a deep water dock on the lake or a private path to the ocean, SWAC Vacation Rentals has the place where this summer's memories are made. And when you book direct, you skip the extra platform fees and you get the best price. Give yourself something better to look forward to this year. Let's be honest, you've earned it. Visit SWAC, SWACK vacations.com.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
This afternoon stays very cold as we turn out cloudy, high 16. Could be a flurry this evening, then cold tonight, low 1. Clouds tomorrow at 20. Sun gives way to clouds Monday at 25. For AccuWeather, I'm Bill Dager, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All right, I'll catch you on Monday. Hope you're having a great weekend. Colin Dunlap, hopefully you survive through this weekend. It's going to be bitter cold right now. Talk to you on Monday, 2 to 6, right here, KDK.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Just a little game of musical chairs in the studio. It is John and Rachel, not Michael Bartley. So if you're just tuning in like, oh, let me hear what Michael has to say in the 4 o'clock hour. It's John and Rachel. Sorry about that. But the good news is we have really great people who we're talking to. We're not controversial. If anything, we want to get your mind off of all the crazy things that are happening. We're not talking snow. Yep. We're not talking politics. We are talking
McCarthy. We're not even talking McCarthy.
We're not.
Right. But
Beer,
we will talk parking chair.
Blues, and blue jeans. Did I just sound like Dwight Schrute?
That was good.
Thank you.
The cool thing is it's a great theme because we have these startup businesses, people that we've known, like Hannah, who was just on. We've known her since she started, and now Jason, Fire Whistle Brewing. We did a podcast from you.
How many years?
What, 3 years ago?
Okay.
Yeah, about 3 years ago when we first opened, when you guys schlepped down to Elizabeth.
Came out and we did not schlep. We loved it.
What happened today when they came into the studio, Hannah and Jason?
Oh, so Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I said, John, they weren't even talking. They pretended they never even saw me. They had their own conversation because they knew each other.
Like we knew each other for 20 years.
Yes, that is so Pittsburgh. That's the beauty of it. But what is so Pittsburgh even more than that is the story that you have, Jason, because as we were talking, we appreciate so much that you're affiliated with the event that we're doing for PEMF tonight, and you are a proud supporter. You are affiliated with EMS, and we appreciate that obviously so much. Thank you for what you do. But what's more important to me for this conversation is watching small businesses. You just listened to the entire interview with Hannah.
Yeah, which is amazing. I mean, congratulations. Right? That's very awesome. And being a small business nowadays, it's a grind. It's very much a grind. So good luck and congratulations. That's awesome.
But you have a similar story.
Yeah, I mean, it's about literally grinding away. Yeah. So we started, first of all, before I say anything, this is awesome being on KDKA. I remember,
it's a cool station, right?
I remember listening to like John Kuzma back in the day. And
Wait, and were you waiting for, and what was the name of your school?
West Jefferson Hill School District. Shout out TJ Jaguars.
West Jefferson Hill School District, 2-hour delay.
2-hour delay. And I was like, yeah, this is great.
That's literally how you knew. That is so true.
Well, the Pittsburgh first, this is our first commercial radio station. So this is awesome. But
well, welcome. We're happy.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. It's great to be on here. So Fire Whistles, if for all intents and purposes, Fire Whistle is a paramedic and firefighter owned and operated and started brewery. We started our tap room 3 years ago, it's been, oh my gosh, 3 years.
Yeah.
It's gone fast.
Right.
Yeah. Background for me, I'm a paramedic and firefighter. I've been one for about 25 years. I actually used to be a paramedic right here in Green Tree, Medical Rescue Team South.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the guys from Mertz.
Okay.
And I did that for a while. And I also a lot of those cats on the trucks, they also were homebrewers, and they got me into homebrewing, which was really awesome. We actually went down from when we were stationed at Green Tree Station on the off times. Sorry, bosses. We would go down to the homebrew store and check out some stuff down there, and then got me really interested. And then on my off days from firefighting and being a paramedic, I would go down to Rock Bottom in the
God,
yeah. And that was in 2002. So that's why I always say Fire Whistle was started in 2002 instead of 3 years ago, because that's where my love of craft beer started. And then I really was a regular down there so much that they were like, "Hey, you want to work here?" So it was like, "Yeah, that's cool." So they kind of taught me how to brew beer, and from there I continued to be in EMS, but also had this passion for craft beer. And fast forward to around COVID, I said, "Hey, I need a retirement job." So the retirement job actually was, let's be a brewer. And then I realized, it's tougher to be a brewer than it is a paramedic. I started building Fire Whistle with the intent of still being part of the community, and still being helping out, a lot of public safety entities around here, like fire departments and EMS stations, because it's hard nowadays being in that. That's what kind of Fire Whistle. That's the background of Fire Whistle. So
I love that.
And I think similar to our earlier guest, Jason, is that kudos to you, because I think of when Hannah, I don't know her complete story. There's a lot of machinery, a lot of capital investment that goes into putting a coffee shop in, and I think the same as far as brewing. You got to buy all these big metal containers and things like that. So there's a lot of upfront cost that you have to delay the revenue coming in here. So I can't imagine how that is is, but now over 3 years, you've grown pretty much.
For sure. And speaking about capital, shout out to the Progress Fund, who helps us fund a lot of breweries around here. They funded the Hazelwood Brew House. They funded our friends at Vellum Fermentation.
Oh,
Jenna
yeah,
and Phil.
Jenna.
Okay. She said hi. She said, I talked to her today. She goes, I need to text her back. So
yes,
she
did. So good for you, Jenna, because I was just going to complain about you. No, just kidding.
But Jenna and Nate, they actually they help us out. So we've grown in those 3 years from that small tap room where you guys came to now we're wholesaled by Wilson McGinley wholesalers over 11 counties.
Wow.
And
for somebody who doesn't understand, what does that mean?
So
that's a good question.
So basically, we had small brew house in Elizabeth, and that's where our community is. But we needed to kind of grow and get out there. So we take our recipes to Nate and Jenna at Vellum, and they help us out. They have tanks that are open and say, hey, can you brew our beer for us, and packages and everything like that. In turn, we help them with kind of sales and stuff like that, and help them. It's kind of like a collaborative. But what we do is we get our beer that's made there in cans and kegs, and we send it to Wilson McGinley, and then they put it out into all these bars and restaurants.
How
and
exciting is that to know?
That has to be cool.
It has to be like an artist hearing your radio on your song on the radio.
Absolutely. So we walked into Duffy's the other day. Shout out to Duffy's. We walked in there and we're like, oh, we're on the shelf. We didn't sell this in here. we're going everywhere and seeing it's literally. Do you know that? Have you ever watched that movie, That Thing You Do?
Oh, God, yeah.
So they hear themselves on the radio and they're running down we're on the radio.
Yes.
And they're dancing around. That was the same exact thing. And so my sales guy, Pat Morse, who's also another paramedic,
and affiliated with the JAG, 6 degrees of JAG.
Friend of mine that from back in the day. Now he's my sales guy, and he texted me one day and he goes, "Hey, by the way, we're in Giant Eagle." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, we're in Giant Eagle." I go, "This is just I from a small business owner going to that is just." Yeah, it's just amazing. So,
and that's sort of what you're explaining is that's how you know that you're gaining credence.
Yep.
That's how you know that there's a reason to stay, right? Because as you explained, the grind is tough.
It's tough,
and especially as a small business owner, it's not this corporation. You're answering to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And those little wins are bigger than anyone can imagine.
Are huge.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Other thing too is I'm still a paramedic. So on Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, I'm on Stat Medevac. I'm still on the helicopters. Still
shout out
to Stat. And the cats I'm actually working with alongside the children's transport team.
Oh wow!
Up on the 12th floor of Children's. So I do that the first 3 days of the week, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm selling Fire Whistle. But I do that because we're still doing a grind. So I don't want to take money from Fire Whistle. I have to pay my employees, right?
Right.
So I'm I'll pay zero and still grind out and get a paycheck and then also do this. So.
Dan, Jason, it is awesome. You're going to hang out with us for a little bit because we want to talk about what you're doing tonight, because you getting a loan to float your business, micro loans, that's what we're doing tonight, is supporting an organization that does micro loans, micro grants to fund education and such in the EMS industry. But we also need to know what happens when we come back. What happens when the fire whistle blows at Fire Whistle?
I know. I was going to say, you missed a major part. That was our intrigue.
For sure.
That was our intrigue, for sure. All right. Good tease, John Chambers.
Good. Yeah, I love that one.
All right. We're going to keep them around. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company, larger than light, and brought to you by Butler Transit Authority. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA. Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
Throughout Black History Month, the city of Pittsburgh celebrates the spirit and heroism of the Vachon family. Downtown, on Friday evening, February 6th, join a reception in the City County Building Grand Lobby. Schley Deck and Fence Company. Call today for an estimate on your rotten, rusted, paint shipping railings. Get your railings safe again by spring. Call 412-515-6575. Schley Deck and Fence. SchleyDeckCompany.com. PA-211 is a free confidential service available 24/7. If you're facing challenges with basic needs like food, insecurity, housing, or utility bills, help is just a phone call away. Dial 211 or PA211.org to connect with local resources today.
Details at KDKA-radio.com. The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Time is now as people want to get their tax situation squared away. It's Cole, Benoni, Wilson.
So many changes. Even the tax professionals were double checking the rules. There's dozens. You know, you're seeing them, like you said, on the federal and state by state adjustments, inflation updates.
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Guys, if you want the greatest night of your life, I mean your best night ever, then you gotta hear this. There's a new ED pill out, and it's from the makers of Viagra. It's their first new ED pill in over 20 years. This new super pill is called Viagra AGV, and it's unbelievable. It works super fast in only 11 minutes and lasts up to 14 hours, thanks to its new vasodynamic delivery system. Plus, it's FDA approved and safe. There has never been any ED pill like it. It's unreal what it does to you. In testing, Viagra AGV crushed every other ED pill. It destroyed them all. And now, 9 out of 10 urologists are recommending Viagra AGV over any other ED pill. Every man alive needs to try this new Viagra AGV super pill at least once. Then you'll know why men are going crazy over it. So if you want to have the most incredible night of your life, you can't miss this. Go to scoreblue.com and try it while supplies last. That's scoreblue.com.
Think back to the last time you were in nature. What comes to mind? Hiking through a lush forest, floating on a lazy river, or perhaps watching a vibrant sunset on a beach full of glistening plastic bottles and food wrappers. Unfortunately, this isn't a joke. Here in the U.S., we generate the most plastic waste in the world, with 70% of it ending up in landfills. And by the time you're done listening to this ad, more than a dump truck's worth of plastic will have made it into the ocean. Plastic has become a useful part of our everyday lives, but it's polluting the air, water, and soil that all life needs to survive. This is a human problem that can be solved with human action. But it's going to take all of us, from individuals to businesses to governments and everyone in between. Help create a cleaner future for both people and nature. Visit wwf.earth/plastics.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
Back to Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Rachel and John jagging around. Man, our last segment, this has gone well, and we're getting ready to head back out.
Is this Human League?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only human.
I'm only human of flesh and blood. Mike just shakes his head. No.
Get it. So
Jason doesn't even have headphones. He just is going by my off key. I started on the wrong key. I'll just admit it.
It sounded great to me.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
I need more appreciation like that. Mike is not. He does not appreciate my singing. I appreciate you, but so we left you with saying the fact that you have Fire Whistle Brewing in Elizabeth. We were there for a podcast.
Yep.
We have obviously supported, but have not. Let's face it, we've not been back. It's been a busy couple of years.
Yeah.
You've been busy just sort of culminating this amazing business. You're getting into Giant Eagle. Huge deal.
Huge.
Love that you partner with our friend Jenna over at Vellum Fermentation. But something that John mentioned was so intriguing to me. When we were there, you have something that has to do with the fire whistle.
Sure.
What happens? Explain that.
So every time the fire whistle goes off, at Fire Whistle, at our tap room, which is above.
Well, no, I mean the fire whistle at which station?
Oh, at station 139 in Elizabeth. Elizabeth, shout out to those guys.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, right above the tap room is 139's fire whistle, and every time that goes off, we tally up all the beers on the bar and donate back to either 139 or some other fire station that is in our purview for that month. A lot of people say they start screaming. They go, "Free beers," and I go, "No, we'd go broke, or you'd start calling for like cats in the tree." And like, no, we're not doing that. So we do that. But it brings up it brings up a good point that Fire Whistle has always been about helping out the community, helping out this stuff. So we have this Raise the Ladder campaign, and Raise the Ladder is helping connecting local bars and restaurants with different fire companies that are around, or EMS companies that are around their area. And what we do is from Fire Whistle is we come in there and kind of facilitate a fundraiser or a fundraising event. So whether it be a Fill the Boot campaign. So like we'll say, hey, listen, we're benefiting. Like the other day we had we benefited Skyview Volunteer Fire Department in West Mifflin at Mulligan's Bar and Grill. And what we did is we came in there, had an event, a Raise the Ladder event, where everybody would fill the boot with money that goes to the fire department. It helps the bar and restaurant by helping drive sales into their space, and it helps us by raising awareness for our campaigns. So we not only do that with fire companies, but we also do that with EMS and different nonprofit organizations like PMF. We do that for the arts. We're sponsoring Mon River Arts is in Elizabeth. They're Come From Away, which is the story about September 11th. And on September 11th, the 25th anniversary, we're also sponsoring different art stuff like musicians, that kind of stuff. We're sponsoring Romero and Juliet at the Greer coming up this Valentine's Day weekend. There's a bunch of stuff that we're trying to get there. We're just trying to get these nonprofits kind of the voices they need and critical funds to help.
It's so true. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Maybe more than small businesses, nonprofits really need the help. And the more that we can be community. You hit the nail on the head. The more we can be community, the more it helps. John, tell us a little bit about PEMF and why that's important.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Emergency Medicine Foundation, which you guys are supporting tonight. And it is sold out at Boondocks. But hey, come knock on the door. Maybe we'll give
come and knock on our door.
We'll let you in. But Beer, Blues, and Blue Jeans in honor of Bill Perry, former board member. But the Pittsburgh Emergency Medicine Foundation funds a lot of research concerning not just EMS, but the emergency medicine field. So it might be a drug cocktail. It might be one research project that's gone national. It's been about sleep patterns because of many EMS folks and first responders, police, fire. They do multiple shifts. They do terrible sleeps. They do shift turns. Sometimes they're working night turns. Some days they're working day, like nurses and folks in the hospital. So those are the kind of research projects that PEMF funds as micro grants here in Pittsburgh. And then more than 25 of those have gone on to be multi-million-dollar NHTSA grants to affect the industry. I always say, what does PEMF do? If you look at a picture of an ambulance and they're working on a patient, there's IVs, there's an electronic monitor, there's crew members, there's drugs in there. PEMF has touched every piece of that picture, including the vehicle and the weight, the way the stretcher works. PEMF research has affected that somewhere along the way. So in the meantime, though, are you ready to do our Yinzer questions, Jason?
Because, I am 100% ready to go.
Come on, this is really where we test, your real Yinzerness.
Yeah, listen, I went to Pitt for this, so
Okay, sure. I was going to say, so you've been a South Hillian your whole life?
All my life.
Okay.
43 years. Actually, 27 years. No, 43 years.
I was like, wait, what?
Have you ever gone to Europe or the North Hills? They're both the same.
Exactly. If you close your eyes, 100%.
It is so true. Yeah. It is so true. Yeah. I remember. I'll say this real quickly. When my husband and I, both from the north, we grew up on the north side, moved to North Hills. But moved to North Hills because when we were getting married, we said, "There's this place called Cecil Township." Swear to God. And I asked my dad or asked my husband's parents, and they were like, It was like this gasp. They were like, "Where's that?" And we were like, "Washington." They were like, "Oh my God, you can't live there."
It's
and
like
we didn't.
It's like Middle Earth, Cecil Township.
So funny. And now it's like everybody wants to live in Cecil. Anyway, so our question is, what is your procrastination destination? The place in Pittsburgh where you say, I'm going to get there, but I've not been.
You know, I was thinking about this, and there was a lot of places over the, I've always explored
You have good
Pittsburgh.
intentions.
Yeah. And I love Pittsburgh, and I'm proud Yinzer. But I've never been on the Duquesne Incline.
Oh, that's a common one. It's
I've
getting
never been
up
there. Yeah, I've been on the Mon Incline many times, but not the Duquesne. I think it's because you don't get to go to Shiloh Street, even though, like, listen.
I've heard that.
Yeah, shout out to Duquesne Incline. It's great, but
yeah.
Okay.
But come on. Okay.
Yeah. But it's broke half the year.
It is broken. Yeah. You just sounded like a Yinzer. You said broke.
Broke.
These guys breaking that.
What about your neighborhood? Nuh-uh. Should I assume it's from Elizabeth, PA?
Yeah, I mean, you could do Elizabeth. I think the biggest thing about Elizabeth is that people don't get down there.
Yeah,
right.
sure.
It's 45 minutes away. So I think the neighborhood is that there's so many businesses and small businesses that have been popping up down there.
Yeah.
That I think that. A lot of people on your way down to Uniontown stop at Son Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But,
we were just talking about Punxsutawney, and we said anytime you've driven to Penn State, you've driven past Punxsutawney.
Right, absolutely. And like, here's the thing: like the trail, the Gap Trail is only 10 minutes away. It's in the township. You can pop on the river. Yeah,
that's a great John asked the biggie.
Yeah, there you go. What is something we would take your Yinzer card away for?
Okay, please don't hate me.
Hey, I ended my sentence with a preposition, so go ahead.
I don't think Cleveland is that bad.
There you go. Yeah, I think it. Yeah,
that's pretty
bad.
Where's his escort?
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Where is his escort?
But I don't think I've been there, and it's okay.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's a
great interview.
Yeah. Jason Berman, where does everybody find you guys?
Sure. Head online, firewhistlebrewing.com to check us out on the website, and get out your phones right now. But if you're driving, do not. But we're on social media, Fire Whistle Brewing. Like us on Facebook, like us on the Instagram.
Nice.
I love it. We're excited for you. We are here to patron you and to champion you. And thank you so much for helping out tonight. It is John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody. Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
When you're handling an estate or an inherited home, the decisions can feel overwhelming. At Homebuyers of Pittsburgh, we help families through this every single week. We make a quick, fair cash offer on the home, coordinate any cleanouts, help you through the process, and we'll buy it in its current condition. No pressure, no surprises. Visit homebuyersoffpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057 for help selling today. That's 412-500-9057 for help selling today.
Homebuyers of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's local trusted homebuyer since 2015.
100.1 FM and AM 1020